last we left off,
Actually,
now 2 weeks ago, we had all separated into 3 different taverns in Hope's End. And the Sapphire Peacock, where 2 of you were, Rissa and Kaelin. We had the Emerald Goose, that was you?
Yeah, me and Tara.
And Tara. Then we had the Golden Chicken with Higgs and Naruk. And you all went to bed that night. And eager for the days to come with your upcoming dinner party stuff thing at Rick Eagleborn's castle. Wake up. Today we start with Kaelin and Ferguson. What do you guys want to do as you wake up in this beautiful tavern? You're pristinely clean, your clothes have been folded at the edge of the bed.
Get dressed, first of all.
Good morning, master. Can I bring you some breakfast, sir?
I see you've gotten into a role already.
Yeah, I'm practicing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
I can slip into my role as well then.
you should get dressed first. And I'll walk up the room. And get down to get breakfast.
So as Kaelin gets dressed finally, you head out of the room, down into the reception area where you are met with one of the residents, or one of the resident servants, the Sapphire Peacock, who greets you. Good morning, Ferguson. Kidding.
I just what? How did you know what I panic? Good morning.
Good morning, Master.
My master requires breakfast.
We will bring it right away.
Thank you very much. We'll be waiting expectantly.
We will be fast.
And I'll go upstairs again without breakfast. Sorry, they're coming with their own breakfast.
Can't you just wait downstairs and then bring it up?
No, they are coming up with it. I mean, why should I have to carry it up those stairs?
Do we want them in the room?
Service.
It's room service. Besides, what do we have to hide?
Exactly. We have nothing to hide.
That's what I thought.
2 minutes later, you hear, Masters,
Hide the daggers!
breakfast is ready for you.
I'll go and open the door.
And then you see 3 servants bring in large trays with a duck and a very nice fine wine. Breakfast, and a table in the middle of the room, a pretty large table with 4 chairs around it.
My master thanks for this
They-
delicious meal.
All the time they just look down into the floor. I hope everything is to your satisfaction.
Yes, it is. Well, you will hear from us after we finished breakfast.
Thank you, Master. They walk out backwards, close the door after themselves.
We'll dig in.
As you do that, the next 2 wake up in the Emerald Goose.
Are we in separate rooms?
You are- I don't remember.
I don't remember going to sleep at all.
You did. So yeah, you 2 wake up in the same room.
On top of each other.
Wait, what?
Good morning, Tara.
Come on, come in.
You want some food?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Go downstairs?
Sure.
Head downstairs to the dining area. You are promptly served some food. Raiding, Hix and Naruk. Wake up in the Golden Chicken.
There's no breakfast.
Morning. Morning. Couple of hours more. I should go. Well, we didn't figure out anything last night. I don't think we're going to figure out anything this morning either. Do you think they even have food here? Or like breakfast food?
Well, probably just the same as.
Some stew or something?
Can go to the market, find some food.
That's a
some
good idea.
bread or something. Breakfasty.
Fresh bread.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Excursion.
Let's go. Right away. Ready?
I'm in.
Okay.
As you head down the stairs out of the Golden Chicken, you see the same person working still as last night. Looks up at you. Morning.
Morning.
Back down, keeps working.
Which is the best bakery in town?
The one next door. It's pretty good.
Hmm.
I usually eat there every morning.
Thanks.
No problem.
That's convenient.
Yeah. Love that.
Go to the bakery.
Yeah, you head out to next door bakery. Feel the fresh smell of fresh bread, cooked bread, baked bread. Smells very good. But the establishment looks sort of worn down and old.
That seems nice. Yeah.
And inside, there's a couple of bakers inside, baking bread, bringing out new ones. Good morning, ladies and Hicks.
Ladies.
I remember you were a man just as it said ladies.
So everyone knows my name around here.
Good morning, Goblin.
Morning.
You want some bread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like. To eat with the bread as well. Like something on the side.
You only really have bread.
Yeah, bread is fine.
Yeah. Some fresh bread.
They bring out some fresh bread to you. That will be 2 copper pieces, please.
Each.
And total.
I'll give him 5.
Thank you, miss.
Thanks.
Thank you. Smells good.
Thank you. Same recipe we've been doing for the last 200 years here. I haven't done it personally,
No.
but it's the family recipe, you know.
Then it's sure to be good.
Oh, definitely. Thank you.
Should we go by the fountain? There. Nice view.
That maybe that's too visible.
Is it? Maybe.
You think that's would approve? I would love to be outside. Are we close to the city gates?
Yeah, you're relatively close.
We could just go outside.
Yeah.
Like a picnic.
Yeah. Blanket? Just sit on the ground. It's much better.
Yeah. I'll find some moss for us.
I guess we're going out on a picnic.
Yeah. Bring your newly baked breads and head out of Hope's End.
Can we find like a small spring or something so we have some fresh water as well?
Yeah, you easily find some water. Sit down and enjoy your bread and water.
Yeah.
Have a nice view.
We might have some rations or I can find some berries. And I have some good berries.
Make some jam,
Mash
put
it
it
up.
on the bread.
Yeah. It's a great idea. It's very filling.
It is.
Thank you.
Very, it's like a full meal.
Yeah.
What's the bread?
You're overfilled now.
Constitution.
Barf.
Just lying
Can't
there.
have more than one slice.
I should have
Jam.
gone way overboard with the how bad the bakery really was, and you were all poisoned now.
Food poisoning.
You know, that's overdoing it. At this point, you all finish your breakfasts. You guys probably get washed and cleaned and taken care
We
of
got it already on last night.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
we can take a second one.
every day.
You know what, Kellen?
Twice.
I could get used to living like this. I mean, we never know what happens to us on the ways on our travels. And I would like to say this is... I can understand why you like to live the high life.
Yeah. My man.
Life's pleasures.
All the stuff we've been doing, like traveling all the time and staying in these somewhat comfortable places. Much better.
Yeah, it's kind of taking a break from the shit outside. Everything. Looking over the shoulder.
And it's easily affordable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have a coin shortage at the moment, so. You still owe me though.
Yeah, we can figure something out.
Compensation for the cut too. I show you a scar on my hand from the dagger.
Well, you don't want me to mention my singed eyebrows. And,
Those grow out again. I will not get rid of this though.
your head will heal. Don't worry.
Sure. More greasy food will heal it.
So, party we're going to is kind of outside of town, right?
I think so. It was a castle, wasn't it?
Should get a ride.
I think it's a little concerning we didn't get the undercover names yet.
Well, there are no names on the invitations.
Is there any names on the invitations?
No.
So maybe we should come up with some names then. You can call me Jay. Just Jay.
J?
Yeah.
As the letter?
J-A-Y. Jay.
J. Alright. And you're my
Yeah, I'm your servant.
servant.
You told
Bodyguard.
the butler guy that you found me somewhere over at some slavers. Sounds like a good story.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Then I don't need a last name.
Oh.
How about you?
I think of something on the way.
Okay. Think fast.
I think there's still time.
And as the preparations, I would like to take my hair back like this, since I have long hair, so it looks a little more tidy than all over the place.
I'm just guessing that was a part of your
Yeah.
package deal.
In the fine clothes.
Tavern servants did that for you.
What? I think we should cut the hair. The short, like all servants.
No, then we have to change the. No, I'm just kidding. One day maybe, but not yet.
That's perfect time.
How short are you gonna cut it?
I'm not gonna cut it at all. Like, the longer, the more fancy, the more wealthy it looks.
And I'll keep my long hair.
You're just a servant.
Yeah, but I'm your servant. Aren't you going to go ahead as a wealthy person?
Yeah, but our servants aren't supposed to look wealthy.
I think it would be good for your resume if your servant looks decent. And not a mangy, short-haired guy.
Are you asking for a promotion?
No, that would tell that you hold your servant in high esteem, which means that they would be more intimidated. Because you hold me in high esteem as your bodyguard. Don't you think?
No, they would think that I can't keep that I have no control over my servants.
I can be a secret lover as well. I'm just kidding with you.
It was right before I barfed.
I could tell.
We're so gonna get fan art of that moment. I'm gonna draw it myself.
Alright. Keep your hair, but
Yeah, don't touch the hair. Just
tuck it like way.
I'll try.
Okay. Tara and Raglan, you also finish your breakfasts. It's a pretty good meal.
What's your morning routine like?
Nothing fancy. Just polish my armor a little.
It's beautiful.
Take a look at the new clothes, try them on, see if they're adjusting or.
They sit perfectly. How Severin was able to gather your entire measurements.
And creep.
Because you were unconscious for a long time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Do we know when the party starts?
Should be this day or tomorrow.
I think it was tomorrow,
Yeah,
isn't it?
you have one day in Hope's
Wait,
End,
we
and
have one more day?
We came like last night and went straight to the tower. We had 1.5 days to find Elf Lady. Okay, Catherine? Yeah.
And you're also noticing that your armor is just in all the time.
Oh,
There's like
that's
nothing
cool.
on it, no dents, no marks, nothing. The perks of magical armor.
I had to smelt a little food on it.
Just
I guess
falls
we need
clean off.
to find names for us.
Oh yeah.
Thinking you can call me Lynn.
Lynn?
Yeah.
Lynn?
And
Sounds Easter.
wizards from my college have been serving your family for a long time.
Yeah. Like centuries.
Yes.
And my family is...
Nobles from don't remember the name of the city even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Yeah.
Master.
Oh. What's a dwarven name? Ian, dwarven name.
You should know you're a dwarf.
Yeah. I can't think of it.
We'll get there eventually. As you all finish up your morning routines, you guys finish your meal in the wrist clearing with the little pond.
Probably wash a bit. Trying to wash a bit.
We'll head back into the city. Actually, meet up right where you separated, or do you want to keep these?
I don't know if we ever
We
said
rushed
anything.
the ending a little bit last
Yeah.
time. It's up to you what you
Probably
planned.
made up.
Yeah, I think we would.
Like outside the city. Yeah.
Would we decide to meet up?
Yeah, but outside, it's city, not inside.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be seen together.
So then let's say that we made a pretty obvious trail when we found the picnic place, so they could follow, just join us at the
The
break.
pixie location.
Yeah.
Eventually, you all make your way to the small forest clearing.
Yep.
And you meet up. What do you want to do for the day?
Everyone have a nice night.
Nice hotel.
Even a better morning. I mean, high life. It's pretty nice.
You all
Is it-
notice that they're extremely clean, smell very well.
Rose
Look.
petals.
Fine clothes.
You guys smell
Lovely air.
like a lot. Like it's a nice smell. It's just there's so much of it. Like
It's probably how nobles do it. I've not lived as a noble before. So.
I don't think that's for me then.
But you should try it once.
Yeah, well, maybe when I'm not trying to pretend to being a noble.
Maybe.
I don't think I could manage.
Cooking in rose water, it should be your thing, nature.
But I could do that in the creek. Like, there's pretty flowers over there, there's like creek here, and there's no one bothering me except for like pretty birds and sounds and the wind and not always hustle and bustle. Maybe, and someone knocks and someone yells next door. I don't know.
We didn't have to do anything. I mean, we had like 4 servants or something just going around.
Seems excessive.
Oh, it was pretty nice actually.
Did you talk to these people? Were they nice?
They were kind of submissive, or what's the word for it?
That
Isn't it?
That's close enough.
Like they didn't meet our gaze or anything. They just.
that didn't sound pleasant at all.
That was pleasant for us.
Sounds awkward.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't have anything of that.
Well, you'll guys have to. Well, you will need it eventually. Like, if we're going to a party, there will be servants at the party. And so try not to act surprised.
Aren't we supposed to be like forest people? I don't know too much about gnomes, but aren't I just playing like...
Well, why are you looking at me? Why are you asking me?
I'm not a gnome. I'm not a gnome. Oh my god.
Forest gnomes.
Forest gnomes, yes.
We're not forest people. Really?
I've never met a goblin before, so I don't know.
Not everything that's green belongs in a forest.
It should. It's a nice place to belong.
But if you are you a forest people?
I choose to be.
So, purple people.
Oh, I don't know about other, like, tieflings. That's just me. As far as I know.
Do you guys come in different colors?
I don't know. Don't think I've met too many of us before. There was no one else in my city.
How about your parents?
I would guess they're the same color as me. I met them. I don't know.
I mean, tieflings, they are rare.
Yeah, relatively. There are a few. You've probably glimpsed a couple when you were in when you were walking to the streets of Hope's End. That's probably the city with the most tieflings. Maybe 1 or 2 in Galadhmir. A couple different colored skins.
I've seen the same amount of colored tieflings as you guys have.
And you do come in different colors.
Yeah, seems like it. Rewind? Yes, we do. Apparently. I think I actually saw someone that was like blue. Yeah.
Blue?
Is that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, blue isn't too far off from purple. So.
But isn't it strange?
Wait a minute. You know, blue and red makes purple. Wouldn't that
That's a
make your
good
parents
point.
maybe blue and red?
That's a good point. I don't know.
What happened to your parents? Why didn't you grow up with them?
I don't know. Well, I do, like, I have parents who are just not my biological parents. They're elves.
Yeah.
I don't know, they just found me and I grew up with them. I don't know. But
Do goblins come in different colors as well?
Yes. Not too different colors.
Or like shades? Oh.
Brownish, greenish. Yeah.
50 Shades of Green.
Yeah.
50 shades of green. But yeah, do you guys have names? I mean, we are not supposed to maybe know each other at the party, but...
The code names?
Yeah,
That's Lynn.
Lynn.
Jay.
But are we supposed to know each other?
No, probably not, but
No.
it's maybe a good way to... If something happens, I mean, if we call each other by the code names when something happens, if something happens, be nice to know who.
Probably just say the goblin.
Yeah.
That's probably
Okay.
the easiest.
You need names? I don't think you need the name.
You can call me Lila.
Lila?
Lila?
Lila.
Pun.
I think that's fine. That's I think.
Call me Backwards Balte. Is that too hard? That's maybe too hard. You can call
I
me...
might not be able to pronounce it correctly.
Just call me Backa.
Baka. Okay.
What about
Think
the...
about the name.
Oh.
You can call me. I don't have a first name though, but Stoneheart is.
Stoneheart is?
Stoneheart?
Stoneheart. Yep.
Nice
Sounds
name.
intense.
Yeah.
So I guess to me you're just Mrs. Stone.
Ladies don't have to.
Lady Stone. Place doesn't
If
exist.
anybody wants my first name, I'll just figure it out on the spot because I'm really good at that.
Get it? What can we call you?
Well, I think it's best if you don't know my name, so in order to maybe if you guys get, I mean, you're not supposed to know each other, and if you guys get like tortured, kidnapped, or anything, then as long as you don't know my name, you can give it up.
You can give up your real name.
Yeah, but nobody would know me as under my real name.
Yeah.
That depends. If someone has connections, then they would.
Why would they torture us if they don't know who we are?
Exactly, they maybe since they don't know you, they want to torture you to get to know you.
You're not making any sense now.
Making perfectly sense. You're the one not making sense.
Everyone just...
Something happened.
What are you
We
doing?
missed something in the forest.
Nope, nothing happened.
So that was nice. That should be a
So I don't
highlight.
have any idea what to do until tomorrow.
We need to. Or wasn't we supposed to try and figure out where Catherine? We didn't hear. We tried to hear something yesterday at the tavern, but we
Well,
didn't hear
That
anything.
was in a different city though.
Jay and me, we are heading out to the
Wasn't it
castle
Hope's End?
a day early.
We are at Hope's End.
Sounds good.
We're staking out the place.
Yep.
We've came from long ways and didn't hit up any trouble on the way, so we arrived a day earlier. That's awesome.
I was just about to say I don't have disadvantage on stuff because I've unequipped my armor because of the noble clothes, but
Much better then.
Are you wearing that into the forest now?
yeah.
To the forest? Is the castle to the forest?
You are sitting in the forest now. Picnic.
I prefer to stand.
Yeah. Oh, we have to get no dirt on the clothes.
You're just living over them in your beautiful
Yes.
Eastern clothes.
I mean, everyone looks up to me now.
Are you wearing the dress you were given?
No, because I asked for new and I got new fine
Okay.
clothes. So I'm not wearing any dress. So you get no Final Fantasy
Yeah,
dress up.
we're not wearing the stuff that Severin gave us. Nope, we have our own stuff. And there are multiple reasons for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys two want to head to the castle. What do the rest of you want to do?
Should we try and?
But do we know where to look?
Well, she was stationed at the house where you guys were kept, weren't she? I think that's where we met her after all.
Yeah.
Would have thought she would have fled.
Is that smart to go sneaking around there? People know us.
I feel like bad. She was trying to help us, and
She did help us.
she's scared. Should we at least try and, I don't know, look? Or take
Yeah,
out
try
the
to
place
look.
maybe?
You can sneak around to get some bird or whatever.
You had this bonus. You can help us.
Yeah. I can help us be sneaky, but I'm not going in there. Again, I didn't work for it.
Oh, let's do.
But it seemed like they knew what I had been. Like, the door wasn't locked when I tried to go in. But it seemed like even though there was no one there and I couldn't see anyone, it seemed like they knew where I had been and what I had done.
This
Yeah.
was when you were trapped when we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it's not safe to go inside the house.
Be they got some
Outside.
kind of system triggered by traps or something.
Could we at least check it out maybe and see if there's still activity there, or
Yeah, we could stake it out from a distance and see if there are people there.
if we see
Sure.
any fancy tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we recognize someone going to the party tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Then
good
we
idea.
know who to go with.
Oh, it's like a real steak. Just don't look. Let's go close.
Not too close.
Oh no.
We should probably try and from here on out be a bit sneaky since they know our name of being Galadhmir. So, but are we splitting the party then? 4 and 2?
Seems so.
If they don't want to join us, then we go.
We'll stake out castle.
Not too.
Okay. I like that you're also separating this of the players. It was planned all along. Now we're gonna start 2 streams. The Kaelin and Progressa stream.
Voice club.
Doing some voice stuff.
Anyway,
Living the highlights.
you guys head out to the open road towards the castle, which is
Yeah, Jay, why don't you organize the ride for us? I'll go and get my boots cleaned. We shouldn't have really met up in the forest.
That's probably
It's
right.
nasty.
What about our stuff? Shall we just leave it at the tavern?
No,
Or-
we're taking everything.
Yeah, so we're taking the carriage or whatever transport we get to there and over to the castle. Good. I'll fix. I'll go look for transport.
Sure.
Fast travel service is imminent.
You head to the same stable area where you earlier rented your cabs. Actually, that was Galadhmir from Sun. But it's the same general situation here, with the stables right outside the city. You see a lot of cabs standing ready, and also the stable with a horse and a building next to it, where it seems to be like an open door doing business inside. Small little girl standing outside. What you want to do?
I'll first say hi to the elven girl.
Hello.
Hello. May I ask if where's the owner of the cabs?
That is inside.
That
He
is
can help
inside.
you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, miss.
sir.
With your elven girl voice.
Thank you,
Isn't
sir.
it perfect?
So innocent.
I shouldn't do
It's
girls
like,
at all.
she's an elf, she's a lady, soon to be lady.
I'll stab her. Oh no.
In about 50 years, she will kill you.
Okay. That would be fun if that actually happened.
It will.
Might as well cut off the head of the snake. No.
Start killing every elven girl you find.
Ilian Turbo with Deception 99.
Anyway, you head inside the stable house. Not what they're called.
No,
The house next to the stable.
the house next to the stable sounds better.
And you meet an elder, grown-up man, an elven man. Morning, sir.
Good day, sir.
Do you need some horses, a carriage?
Yes,
Where are
actually.
you going?
For,
When do you need them?
Yeah, we're just gonna get some stuff, me and my master, and yeah, it'll probably not take longer than half an hour to get our stuff. Then we'll take a carriage up to the castle of Regal. No, what was the name?
Rick Eagleborn.
Rick Eagleborn.
Yes, to the Eagleborn's castle, yes. I will be... Are you coming back today, or...?
Yeah, I'll be back in half an hour. And yeah, no, we're gonna be up there for 2, maybe 3 days.
Okay, so 2 days. And you want one carriage for 2 people? 3
One
people?
carriage for 2 people.
2
Yes.
people. That will be 3 gold pieces.
There you go.
Thank you.
You just buy like or order like a 2-person carriage. We need at least space for a 6 or 8.
I just assumed that they were big enough to carry 6 people or more, or 4, wasn't it? I don't remember. Something. And then I'll see you in about 30 minutes.
Thank you. I'll have it ready for you.
And in the meantime, I want to find a good boy on the street who was willing to clean my shoes for a few copper.
You head back into Hope's End, right
Yes.
inside. You easily find some shoe cleaning boys ready to serve.
Perfect.
Start cleaning your shoes.
No, 2. Looking for 1, but 2.
I just see like one on other side with one rag and both just pulling with both arms like synchronicity.
Yeah, they're like one on each shoe.
Yep.
Are they like 2 years old?
Using their entire body weight.
Yeah. That's what I saw.
You're quite dark.
Why would they be 2 years old?
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll head back to the inn and get our stuff.
Yep, as you guys do that, you wanted to head to the mansion where you have been previously.
Mhm.
On the hill, which is aptly named the hill. Head up there.
I think we found, or Kellen found the vantage point last time.
Yeah.
So probably heading back there.
Or if you head to the vantage point where you and Kaelin staked out this mansion a few months ago, or a bit over a month ago, and you keep a lookout, you immediately see the stables to the left of the mansion. You see the mansion with its 2 floors, and the alleyway to the right where you previously entered this mansion, and all of you exited after escaping captivity.
Is there horses in the stable?
From your vantage point, you see no horses.
So I can see that there are no horses in the stable.
See any activity, any people?
Not really. Seems very quiet.
Sit there for a couple hours. To begin with.
Yeah, maybe. See if there anything changes.
Do we want to sneak closer or go around the building?
Maybe wait. Not going closer.
They're all elves and probably meditating.
Nothing happening for 2 minutes. Let's go in.
I don't know. Maybe we anything changes and then around, or maybe look in the window. Or...
Should.
Like set up like a stake camp? Hiding spots?
I think we're like 50 feet away from the house or something. Was that
Approximately.
yeah.
It's in the middle of the city, so.
So just, I don't know, pretend yourself in small talk or something and just
If it seems dead.
At least we can check it out.
Sitting on the other side of the street, hiding behind some things. Waiting.
Yeah,
As
looking.
you guys collect your stuff from the Sapphire Peacock. Bring them back to the south entrance. As you get to the stable, you see a carriage is ready with a rider, an elven woman sitting up front.
Maybe you want to get that rider exchange. Paranoia.
Do we recognize elven woman?
No, just looks normal.
Oh, that's steering the carriage.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I was imagining her sitting in front of the door, like, I'm waiting for you.
No, she's sitting on top of the carriage, controlling the horses.
Mm-hmm.
As the man
Anything special about her?
comes out to meet you. Good sir, is this your master?
This is my master, yes.
Carriage is ready for you. You have it for 2 days,
It's good.
and the rider will wait for you wherever you need her to be. One of my most trusted drivers.
Will she work for you long?
Yeah, a few months.
Jay, stop the small talk. Load it up already.
Sure, master. I'll take the stuff. Open the door, throw it in, and I'll hold open the door for you. You go first.
How am I supposed to get in? Get down on your knees.
Don't push it, master.
It's a long step.
You hear a small girl giggling from behind the master.
I'll sigh a little bit, and I'll do like this. It's the best I can do.
It's like 20 centimeter up to the lowest stuff.
I'll just enter the carriage.
I'll scroll my eyes to the carriage owner, and I'll go inside.
He seems to empathize with you. He's watching you standing bent over with your hands ready, and he's just bypassing your hands. So we'll go into the carriage, and it starts rolling.
I will do a whisper inside the carriage. So, how am I doing in my role? What do you imagine?
I don't think you should be so excessive. I thought you said that you elves were fearsome people. Or intimidating. I mean, you don't need help to step up like... What was that?
Yeah, but
like this?
Yeah, but I'm intimidating master, aren't I?
I don't think
I
the
got my,
carriage owner bought it though, but...
I got my servants in check.
Sure. Sure you did.
Well, you're useless.
It's good that I'm your bodyguard. Not the other way around.
So, how long is this ride gonna take us?
Need like half a day to the castle?
No, it's a little bit over or around an hour to ride up.
Oh. Around an hour.
At that point you hear, "Oi! Was it Rick Eaglebone's castle you were going to?"
That's correct.
Good, gents. We'll be there soon.
That was the woman?
How long until we get there?
Manly voice.
Yep.
How long until we get there? I'll ask.
About, I don't know, half an hour. Haven't gone that way before.
Oh. What did you do before you were a carriage driver?
I lived up the street.
Here in Hope's End?
Yeah.
Start living on the streets.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for the stable master to take me in.
You should be. It's a good thing to do.
Yeah, it's good.
Carry on.
Quiet, please.
Response. A few, 45 minutes go by. You guys see nothing interesting.
Maybe they've left.
But if they've left, do you think they've left something? Like, is there
Might
even
be
a point
clues.
of going inside?
Or maybe we find Catherine's dead body. We don't know.
I'm not sure I want to find that.
I would like to know what happened to her. Why she didn't meet us.
Sure. Maybe the windows first?
Yeah.
See if anyone reacts to the building.
Should we wait till it gets dark on them? And we can see if there's people inside, because they're gonna stop having lights on it.
Yeah, we can try to look in through the windows from the outside.
Should we wait here the whole day then? Or maybe wouldn't it be strange if we just here for like a day?
I would say we go around and we try to do a stakeout and look in through the window.
Okay. Yeah.
Not just sit on this side of the building. We don't know what's happening inside.
Sure. It seems strange that there's no.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if they left.
Are there like anyone we can ask?
Like who?
I don't know, but I don't know what they presented themselves as in this building, but there was like activity here, so maybe we can ask like the neighbors or something.
I'm just scared they're gonna, start wondering who we are and why we are asking. Maybe they even know these people. And have some contact.
I think maybe we should try and not too much
Yes.
before the party at least. And we
Yes.
can ask more questions after.
I agree.
And it doesn't really matter.
That's true. So just going around or waiting, or what are we going to do?
I will go around the building and just try to peek in the windows. We don't have to go completely close to it, but if we just peek in from a little distance.
Should we go together, or maybe I can change myself into an elf lady, just a nondescript elf lady, and see.
There we go again.
But any elf lady wouldn't necessarily be of the cult, I guess.
No, but it might stick out a bit less than.
Or cat or something.
Purple
Yeah,
thing.
thinking a cat is not gonna stand out.
But then I wouldn't be able to look.
You might be a little bit.
I can be a cat on your shoulders.
Then I would have to go around.
Yeah. But then we're together, or it didn't go so well last time when I just went alone.
I think maybe it's better that we stay together. You're right. I can be someone who's carrying you as a cat.
I'll change into the same, like, I don't think I described what kind of cat. I would probably be like a grey tabby with long fur, and I'll just jump on Ragvin's shoulder.
I'm gonna carry her and pretend that I'm stroking her. Nice kitty.
There's
nice
only
kitty.
naked cats in Hope Sensor.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be cats here for 100 years.
Yeah.
122 years, actually.
Oh, my dear little kitty.
Should we just wait? Should we just wait?
Goblin on the shoulders wouldn't be bad.
Well, you can watch from a distance.
Hey, then. Watch from here.
Yeah, and we try to walk closer and look in.
Yeah. Guys, to the front, back side.
Yeah,
You're just walking back.
just walking around.
Yeah.
I want to have a look out for if anyone arrives.
Just give me a perception check. And you guys give me an investigation check, or actually just you. You're not tall enough to look inside the windows.
Me?
Just the cat. Oh, you're holding her here. Okay, then none of you are tall enough to
We're
look
not
in.
tall
No.
enough to look through the windows. How tall are the windows?
Pretty tall. You have like the foundation, which is a little bit taller than street level. You have the floor coming a little bit
Yeah.
above.
Okay, then I'll leave her on my shoulder.
19.
Yep. Oh, you can both just see above the sill. So give me an investigation for you too.
That's 13.
As you walk past the house, you don't really see anything. It seems dark, it seems empty, like there's a lot of stuff inside.
Like someone took the stuff and left.
But not necessarily in our. Just pipe off.
Did you guys get? As they are walking past you, do you see someone else approach the house, but notice them, and then as he exactly at the same time he noticed them, he turns around and walks away.
Hello. Hello, yeah. Hello. Stealthily.
Can I see?
I just like imagine you having a goblin on the shoulders and you just see like in the window just whoop and just stealthily.
Can we see any of this, or are
You
we
didn't
on the
notice
other
that, no.
Okay.
It was behind you guys while you were trying to look into the window. So you guys sort of passed by the stables and then past the alleyway. And so he got to the stable area when he turned. And you guys go right out into the street. Stealthily, so
Yeah,
give me a
keeping a
stealth
safe
check.
distance
Yep.
as well.
Actually, we should not be too much of a distance either. Okay. And then when we're like at a space where we can be unseen, we can approach him. Should we just wait?
And you can go ahead and keep the distance.
Sure.
Come
Seven.
So then 2 you rolled. or
Oh, yeah. 14.
That's where your stealths. Yeah.
Yep.
Keep a little bit of distance. Following this man. see
You want
it's
to
a-
bump him then? Oh, I thought you wanted to be a little closer.
Yeah, I wanted us to be able to approach him when the time is right. When no one's watching.
Notice that he's a very large fellow. You also see that he's elven. Walking quite fast. We were able to keep up, but it does mean that you're making a little bit of noise. He has like twice the stride that you do.
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 times your stride. And he seems to be keeping quite a high pace. By the way, you guys will shortly after notice that these two are walking away from you.
Does it seem like he's noticed us and is trying to get away from us?
He does not seem like he's noticed you guys potentially. He has definitely been spooked.
Are the city buildings quite close? Like, would it be feasible to be on the rooftop for a cat? I don't know how it looks.
There are a lot of tall buildings with a lot of like.
Okay, so it
narrow
seems to
roofs.
be might be a bit dangerous.
That might be a bit difficult.
Can I drop off Galadhmir's shoulders and try and catch up with these guys? I think I'm a bit faster than.
Did you eventually catch up?
Yeah. Okay, but is there like any alleyways or something that seems to be empty and we can kind of get him in?
If you rush him, you could potentially push him into an alley as he's passing one, because there are alleyways all the time.
Yeah.
On the side.
I followed the cat.
Yeah.
Can I, when I catch up with those, can we see the dude hurrying away?
You notice a lot of bustling. You don't particularly notice him.
Okay,
But
so
do
then,
we see these guys?
I want to pick up the peasant eye and get him into an alley. Yeah, let's go.
I'll follow the one that's furthest ahead, so that's probably Higgs.
Yeah, Higgs is faster. For monk abilities.
Small goblin grappling a large elf
Easy peasy.
with one hand.
Imagine what she could do with two. He could do with two.
Again.
Sorry.
I want you to roll a acrobatics check.
Ooh. Can I help if I'm by her? She's trying to grapple.
Isn't
Can I help
grappling
as a
athletics?
cat?
Acrobatics.
Can I try
I think-
to jump on his face or something to distract him?
You can try. Give me an acrobatics check.
24.
Grappling, strength, or athletics?
That's a natural
it's-
one.
If you're on the defensive side, then you can choose between athletics or acrobatics. But if you're
This is
actively
more of
grappling,
a
it's-
dynamic situation happening from behind.
Playing handsets.
she's tripping him.
Did you get that?
Natural one.
Natural one.
So I have no help at all.
Don't you mess up my shit?
You see the goblins start rushing forward, and you notice the big man that he's gunning for. And
It's so hard.
just as the alley comes to his right, you jump him, try to push him inside. You see a cat flying past his face as you are able to push him into the alley, and he sort of stumbles into it.
Entrance.
And
Pull
then
out
with
my
the
warhammer.
warhammer. Woo! Is Matt in the goblin now?
Oh, come on, man. Stop with the goblin.
Sorry, we used to have so much fun with goblins. The guy tumbles to the ground. We can put out some minis.
And the fight ensues.
One guy, though.
This guy, just put him somewhere flat on his face.
Gotta talk to him.
And you are right behind him. You're probably just 20 feet behind them again. The cat is
Like
over by
here?
the side somewhere. And the delegate would be like 50 feet behind them again. So, to the side. in the
Was
street.
that behind?
I was in front.
Oh, you was in front. Oh, right.
Since I passed him.
You was in front. You're behind me.
Yeah, in that. Is this the alleyway?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's say it is.
Yeah.
Let's
so
say
I'm
this.
over here.
I want to stand here and block his way.
Okay. Falls flat on his face.
Thought you went past him.
Which
Passed
direction?
into the alleyway.
Oh,
That's good.
okay, yeah.
So where is the corner?
It's a 10.
Draw up something.
Visual aids.
She's blocking the entrance, so the entrance the corners would be right behind her.
Yeah.
Tara, right behind the back.
Oh,
There
here.
you go, Yeah.
So,
Okay.
how
So that's the corner.
wide is it?
It's 10 feet wide, approximately.
Okay.
So as a small tabby, I just
It's
hiss
nice
and
to
try
know
and
for cover.
blow up and seem really threatening as like a
Yep.
small kitty.
You want to do X?
I love that.
Oh.
It's too late.
I saw you trying to enter the manor.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah. Why were you there?
Just gonna rob it blind, you know?
How did you tell? Because you saw someone?
Yeah. Someone was looking at it. Do it right now. Waiting a little bit.
Has it been empty for a while?
I don't know.
Why did you decide to do it today?
I felt like it.
You haven't staked it out or nothing.
No, I just walked by, looked like a good target.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
15?
He's definitely lying.
You're lying.
No,
I swipe at him.
I'm an honest man.
I'll pull out my spiritual weapon.
And carrying it.
Yeah, and carrying it.
That's awesome.
But while they are talking, I'm continuing
Yeah,
to
you've
dash
shut and
until
buried
I
now,
get
so
there.
you're behind Tara.
Spin the beans!
Yeah, you
Man.
can start being some honest with us, yes.
Okay, I want you to roll an intimidation check with advantage from Tara
Sting him.
and Naruk.
Kissing in his face.
Is there a way
A scary cat and a
out
scary
this way?
dwarf.
Or something like
cat,
that, like
yeah.
that?
It keeps going all the way to another street on the other side. 2.
Did you roll with that?
Så 204.
You guys really need to calm down now.
Oh,
We don't want to fight.
Because you're strong?
Yeah,
Says
I'm
who?
very strong.
Well,
I got 2 animals.
and 3 people.
Well, I've got my... Get off me. I've got my sword.
Wow, big guy. Oh, hell.
Seems like you can't really get to it.
And then he's gonna try to push you off him.
Maybe you should get on the other side for a second.
5.
I don't know if I want to stand right next to him if he
Så I roll.
We should block
No,
this
7
way though.
athletics. So you
Oh,
can
yeah,
use
that's
your
right.
you can use your acrobatics.
Just yeah, he goes all the way through.
As this is the
24.
24 versus 7. He's trying, but you're somehow able to keep this big
Yeah, you
dude.
don't seem so
pinned
strong
down.
to me.
Can I try and attack his face?
Scratch away.
That's, let me see,
That remains
6 to hit.
Remains a try.
Right?
You're
would
just
have
sort
done
of
200.
scratching his hair a little bit
Yeah.
as you're missing him.
What do you know of the
It's like a
residents of
tiny
this
cut on
manor?
his forehead.
I probably won't answer anything, but
What'd you say?
what do you know of the residents of this manor or previous?
I have no idea.
I hold a little spark in
I've
my
seen some
hand.
elves around. Just
Saying,
like the rest of the city.
You better tell us what we want you to know. You know more than you are telling us.
I know nothing.
You're lying. And I touch him and I give him a shock.
Nice. There's a shocking grasp.
Yes.
So we'll attack for that one.
That's a 17.
That easily hits. Just hits.
16. I hope he doesn't die.
Right.
Commoner with 2 HP.
Murder hobo.
Oh, that hurt! Roll intimidation. With advantage for your...
Can I take a swipe again?
Yep.
Ooh, 18!
18 easily hits.
Yeah, that's 1 damage.
1 damage.
I like dig my claws into his
Natural
cheek.
20.
Oh, okay, stop! Get the cat off me! Wild witches.
I take my claws back, but one of them like sticks a bit and I rip it out.
Okay, Miss Covalent told me to keep an eye out for the mansion.
Oh, well, that's
Like it? Oh, who's Covalent?
Oh, that's the wolf. Oh,
I don't think we know about a couple of
we know about
Yeah,
it.
we
Yeah,
know.
I've heard
about
the name before.
Covalent.
I've heard of
I think.
It's just 7 episodes back.
Yeah.
Damn it, you want us to remember this?
I don't have notes. but I
Covalent
remember
was
the name.
the woman interrogating us.
Kovalen is an elite
Close.
warrior.
She was the one that was coming,
Yes.
Yeah, he was the one that was coming. Yeah, that's
so we never met her. We just heard from him.
Yeah, but wasn't she one of the guys?
We don't know.
Oh,
Not in...
And she told me to tell her if anyone tried to look into the mansion, tried to get into it.
yeah, but
What's
You
she
have
expecting?
I don't know. She just told me to look out.
where could we reach this Covalent?
I don't know.
Well, would you reach this Covalent?
I tell some other elven women everything I have to report. I've never actually met Covalent myself.
They have like a headquarters.
I usually meet them at the tavern,
Which
the
one?
Golden Chicken.
What does these people look like?
They usually have hoods on their heads.
Do they know the people?
I don't know. He's a nice fella.
Yeah.
He works really hard.
When are you gonna meet them next?
Well, I was going now and hopefully to report you guys. You can come with me if you want to.
That sounds like a fight.
You have nothing to report now, though?
I don't.
Definitely don't.
No, I think you better want to keep quiet about this.
I saw nothing. I was
Yes.
attacked by a wild cat. That's all that
Yes.
happened. Dangerous streets.
Trees?
Streets.
Streets? Oh.
But are we still staying at that farm? Maybe.
I think we need to keep an eye out for who's coming there.
Yeah. Guess probably recognize me.
Oh yeah, you're easily recognizable. But you can shape change. Maybe you can just keep an eye out. We can be close by to the chicken. And you try to see what they say.
I jump up on the guy that is still there and sit down and pretend I don't hear you. Sit down on his back.
Should be like send this guy
Try
some
to act like a
weapons
cat.
way. Or
Yeah,
maybe
nice.
just
You haven't seen anything
I've seen nothing all day.
inside. Yeah, that he's not gonna tell anyone.
I dig my claws into his back.
He still seems to be lying.
What the fuck? We need to kill this guy.
Did you say that
Smack
out
him
loud?
in the head. That's not
Well,
Roll for an
let's
attack.
all just calm fucking down here.
I try to hold his face open his mouth, and I shock his tongue.
17.
With advantage.
I like how you just slowly murder like someone who just kind of passed by,
17
just
hit.
starting.
Oh no, 19.
19, that easily hits.
23.
Come on.
Yeah.
This time it's not as good. 4.
12.
12 damage. Screw you guys! And then he's gonna try to get you off again.
So hold him in while smacking him with my staff.
Easily.
Easily.
With one hand
Using your
holding
legs.
him
Yeah.
in.
Just using your legs to hold him down. And so he rolled a 7 again. He's got a +5 to athletics.
I'm rolling an acrobatics then. 16.
He's still trying to get off. He seems to be kind of dazed and still unable to get you off.
Yeah.
Even though you're only sitting on him at this point.
Oh, they're killing this guy?
You know, she sapped
I mean-
the tongue, so now you have to do like this way.
Now he can breathe his feet
He's
properly.
gonna tell on us. I'm sure.
Yeah, well now.
I'm not telling anyone.
Smack him in the head again.
Roll for an attack.
That's not so good.
I mean, wait, look.
11.
11. This time he gets his hand up and takes your quarterstaff and tries to yank it out of your hands. Give me a strength check.
It's athletics.
Strength.
That's an 8.
You got 24. He yanks your quarterstaff out and tries to hit you with it.
Okay, this is getting out of hand.
It's 20 to hit.
But it's
What's the damage dice on stuff?
D8. If it uses both hands, D6.
I think
Using one
I think
hand.
it's a D100.
D6. A D100? Okay.
Splat!
30. Let's see. That's 4 points of damage.
Can I just
As he
try to
smacks
get
you with your own
him, but
quarterstaff.
just like not kill him, just like make him pass out?
Of course.
Well,
Non-lethal damage.
I remember all of you
Twelve
calling
hits.
me a murder hobo for killing that one guy. with the
Yeah,
dagger.
no,
It's
it's
just
and
window.
here we are.
Reflects your
Shut up,
awareness,
kid.
right?
I'm
Is
the
he
spiritual
still-
one.
And he's still on the ground.
normally.
Actually, you have advantage because he's prone.
Ah,
You all have advantage, right?
Didn't he get out?
I just threw one
He's
dice.
still
You guys
getting
have
him.
been
Can
hitting
I,
him,
as a bonus
clawing at
action,
him,
change back
shocking him.
and then cast charm person on him?
Are we the bad guys now?
So he has to make a
baddies.
wisdom save with advantage for 16.
Tables have turned. Wisdom. 0, so 17.
Yeah, he saves.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Inside.
Oh,
Inside.
for insight.
I'm gonna kill him if he's lying again.
When I can again, I'll try and cast it again.
16.
So when there's been 6.
He seems pretty honest.
Oh. I'm rolled. He seems honest now.
Can I cast it again?
Yes,
So he still is at.
that is a natural 1.
It has advantage.
That is 15.
He fails.
Yes.
That means, let me see what it means. He regards you as a friendly acquaintance. He will know that it lasts for 1 hour, and he will know that it has been done to him.
So you see his eyes glaze a little bit over, and then. Where's over?
I just pat his cheek, give him a good berry,
Oh,
and say, "Hi,
well, that's much better. Thank you.
hi,
Hi.
nerd."
Yeah, I know.
You do?
We've been friends forever.
Yeah, we're good friends.
You wouldn't necessarily know my name, I
No, you
think.
wouldn't.
Have you heard?
Apparently he does.
Yeah. I don't think I've heard a lot about you, but I didn't think we had met before. Have you heard anything nice about me?
A lot of good things, yes.
Like,
Like you were able to escape.
yeah. But I
That's
didn't
pretty
do
good.
I didn't do it alone though.
Oh, who helped you?
I can't remember their names. I just met them. Do you know? Can you help me?
Well, I don't know. Once they said.
Hmm? Yeah.
There was this. And then he's gonna try hitting you.
But no,
Again?
no. We're all friends here. I step in between.
Okay.
In between the one grappling.
Just as he's about to strike hurt him, he stops himself. Helps
I think you can let go now.
himself.
Oh.
You're in the way.
I'll
You
let
see?
go.
I know we're so good friends, and I think I might need your help.
What do you need?
Well,
I'll do anything for you.
thank you. Can you just wait here a bit?
Sits
Enjoy
down.
this good
He
berry.
gets up and then just sits down over by the wall. Sure, I can wait for a little while.
I'll gather you guys from you. Okay. What do we do? What do we do now? Like, I don't want to kill him.
No, we should
Why not?
get him to get back and say there was nothing there, and then we kill him.
So make him make a report, and then tell us what she said, and come back.
Someone needs to listen to him talk to her or to her minions.
You go with him,
What?
but not with
What?
them. But you also go inside and listen.
Wouldn't that be dangerous?
They won't know who you are.
Hey, Naru, what are you doing over there? Do I have to sit here for long? I need to go report something.
Yeah, I just needed some emotional support from these people.
I mean, I guess you just send him
They were
along.
mean to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. They can be a bit nasty.
Good friends would do
That's
something about
sorry.
it.
She did.
Yeah, that was why I asked you to wait, because I was really mad at them and I had to yell. But it can be quite embarrassing to be yelled at in front of strangers, so that's why I yelled at them
Thank
on
you.
the sideline.
Hey, can you ask the goblin if his name is Hicks?
Yeah, Is your name Hicks? Huh?
Oh, okay, good.
Are you looking for Hicks?
Yeah.
Should we look for him? Is he dangerous?
He's very dangerous.
Oh, what can he do?
I'm not sure. He just said he's very dangerous. I need to be found.
That sounds intimidating.
Yeah.
We should let you go to report. It sounds so mysterious. All these.
Very, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you can tell me about it afterwards?
I can definitely tell you. Yeah.
That would be like amazing. What are you going to tell them? That you met us?
I'm gonna tell them that I met Hicks.
But
I
it
didn't
wasn't-
meet. No, I didn't meet Hicks.
Oh.
Naruk? I met Naruk.
Yeah, you
You're
did.
my friend. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell them you're my friend. That they shouldn't be looking for you.
But maybe like I want to make good impression the first time, so I kind of want to control.
Should I bring you along?
Just if you can do some recon for me, so I know what to say when I meet them.
Okay.
So just don't tell them that you saw me, and just say what they said. Just say that you.
I saw a sorcerer and a cat.
Yeah. Maybe you can say it was a wizard with their with their familiar, and it was like
A magician.
a magician. That's a good idea.
Yes.
Like with a red dragon on their shoulder.
And lightning around them.
Good idea. You should do that. And then you can come and then you can tell me afterward what she
This is a
said.
good idea.
I will.
Too many
Should I go right
clues.
now?
Yeah, and just hurry on back.
Okay.
Should we like patch him up first? Was
You
Was
like
it
blood
possible?
running down from the scratches in his face
I will patch him
and a
up.
black eye.
Can I patch him up?
Naruk,
You can
do you think
ruin-
this is a good
Yeah.
idea?
Yes.
Probably not.
I
have no
assume
idea.
the cultists would know what my powers are. Now he's gonna say that
Level
someone scorched him with lightning.
Moments ago, you wanted to kill him.
I still want to kill him, but
So he's gonna get an army from the mansion.
he might serve a purpose still.
You did bring him down to half health.
You should.
But
She
you
was
brought him one up.
the important one, and he's full.
He's no longer bloody.
It's 8.
8.
Yeah, and I will like wipe the blood away and stuff.
Okay, so you should hurry and you should
I'm
find
feeling
them.
a lot better. The enemy healed me.
Oh no, enemy!
Sorry, the friend of the friend.
The rude friend.
Yeah.
The really rude friend.
I'm
But
trying
you
to
should just-
help you out there.
You should just say that you
Yeah.
saw like a crazy wizard
Didn't even
with
hit.
like a red dragon.
Red
And-
dragon?
Yeah, like a small dragon.
Oh.
Yeah, instead of a cat, so it was hissing and it was like
But
awful.
that just sounds weird. I didn't see a dragon.
No, but we can pretend you did.
But I shouldn't lie to them.
Why not? Like it's like a
They're
game.
paying me a lot of money.
It's like a game.
They'll
And
pay
then
you
wouldn't
anyways.
it be like a great story afterwards?
Not if they kill me.
Aren't you guys friends?
No. They just pay me to do this.
Well, we can pay you to do this.
Yeah,
So we
she's
can
rich.
kill you if you don't do it.
My friend wouldn't let you do that.
That's true. You should just go report and say you saw something strange, maybe not our names, and then come back and tell it so that I can present myself to her myself.
Thank you, Naruk. I will do that.
Yeah.
He starts walking very
Just
quickly.
come back.
Yeah, back.
Hurry back.
Yeah.
To me.
Coming. He turns around and comes back to you. What did you need?
Oh, sorry. Just come back after we.
Oh, sorry.
With the...
And then he starts walking again.
This
Out
guy
into the
is so
street.
stupid. He's
Yeah,
never
he's
gonna
gonna
be
fuck it
able
up.
to keep the secret. You know this.
And he
I
heads
want
straight
to
for the
kill
golden
him.
chicken.
Now I have a suggestion for the name of the episode today.
Oh,
The enemy of a friend is a friend, or yes.
Do you think we should stay at the Golden Chicken tonight?
No.
Out in the forest.
I think we should follow him.
No?
Yes. We should be ready to kill him. He gets out. Because after 1 hour, You are no longer holding the power over him, and then he's gonna spill his gas.
Yep.
So we're gonna kill him when he returns.
Don't necessarily we can just disappear.
We can.
We can just disappear.
We kill him. That's the best way of getting rid of the proof.
Wouldn't that he's going to tell them that he saw something?
Not if he's dead.
He's going to talk to them now. He's going to spill the beans.
But he doesn't know that we're gonna kill him.
No,
So
but
he can't spill the beans
mean,
about us killing
You
him.
said he should come back, but you didn't say he shouldn't bring any people with him.
But I'm thinking, I think we should follow him and try and see the meeting. I don't care what happens afterwards, but then we know he's meeting. Then
Yes.
he can just come back and be free.
Mm.
He
Be free.
doesn't go free afterwards. He
Like,
can come back
It
afterwards,
serves no purpose of killing him. He's going to talk to them. They're going to know that we're in the city. They probably do already.
that's the thing. We'll see what he says to them. If he says anything about us, then we'll see how much he tells.
It won't change anything. It won't help anything to kill him.
Well, if he doesn't say anything and he doesn't spill the beans, then it will help to
Exactly.
kill him.
That's my point.
Or maybe tie him up, at least in a basement or somewhere until the thingy is done with.
I don't feel it. He has deserved like a death sentence for getting paid for information.
But we can't set him free either. At least not until after the party.
I don't think that the
We need to
information he
protect
has on us
ourselves,
is
yeah.
valuable. I think what he knows, everyone knows.
But we are-
Maybe.
Mhm.
Not for certain.
I don't think we've been that discreet.
I think we've been super discreet.
I don't feel comfortable in just walking around and killing people because it's convenient.
So I am up in a basement then, unless he spills the bean. If he spills the beans, he can
Let's just watch. Let's just
go
watch
free
the
for
meeting
being
first.
Let's see what he says.
Yes.
When we get close to the golden, hopefully we're not too far behind him.
No, you keep very close.
And when we get really close, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace and turn into a spider to the tavern after him.
Outside?
Yeah, we don't want to be seen.
Two of you also stay outside.
So I'll try and just, I don't know if I can see him, just crawl under the table so I can be upside down under the table or something.
Yeah.
I find like a corner to stand on.
You follow him inside. He goes straight to a table in the corner, sits down, and just. You just roll a stealth check.
11 plus, I'll just use my stats. I think that's 0, so 11. Well, 21 with the Pass Without Trace.
He just sits there.
So I can be a
Keep
spider
fighting.
for
Oh my god, this cannot be normal. Oh well.
Pass Without a Trace lasts for an hour, but I'm not going to move, and shape change or wild shape lasts for 2 hours.
Is charm person not concentrating? Charm spell thingy?
So it's going to, I think so. It's probably going to drop when I
Yes, then.
right outside. Check.
So you drop the charm
No, it's
person
not.
now?
No, it's not concentration.
Okay.
So it will just last for an hour.
Did we arrive at the castle?
What I was about to say. As you guys are waiting for this, whatever you're waiting for,
Something.
you guys, the carriage, in about 50 minutes as it's like slowing down. As you look outside, you see large castle walls, 40 feet tall.
It's a huge castle.
You see a large keep towering behind it. Reach the gate, and there's a queue of 2 other carriages in front.
Good thing that we have invitations, because this one looks hard entering.
Yeah, it does. Have you figured out the name yet?
Oh yes. I'm Master Illidan to you.
Master Illidan. That's nice. I'll try to remember it.
You hear from the front. They're checking some papers at the gate. We'll be there soon.
I wonder what the guys are doing.
We have the tickets.
What?
No.
That would have been so beautiful.
What?
We never talked about it, but I imagine we each have our own.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
We'll have to imagine. After a short while, you get to the front of the line, where an elven woman is standing ready. You see another elven woman on the other side. Look at the driver. Look inside the carriage. Who's on the left side? Who's on the right side? Entered first. So
Where is the door?
On the right side. Door is just in the middle. It's like a 2-person carriage.
Oh, so
Which is
is
what
it
you
on
ordered?
each side from back?
You're sitting next to each other, both facing forward. So you're sitting on the left and you're on the right, unless you changed places after entering. So they look at you. Hello, Master. You have your tickets?
Oh, I'm sorry. You must have misunderstood. I'm not the master. Just sitting close to protect my master, Master Illidan. And here are our tickets.
Thank you, and the names were?
It's J. And
How is that
Mr.
spelled?
J-A-Y.
J-A-Y. You have a last name? A family name?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Where do you hail from?
Somewhere around the Elven Providence. Master Illidan may.
Elven Providence? Illidan? What's your name? Illidan.
Alder.
Illidan Alder. Where do you hail from? He said the Elven provinces.
We're from the south. All you need to know?
From the south. Which south? I need to inform the masters of where you're from as his guests.
Where will I be from? South?
You'll be from where you are from.
Too long backstory, can't remember.
I don't know where we put it on the map.
You're in the southeast.
Yeah, that was
And the Kadi lands or something. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's okay. Sirs. We're a day early, but we have rooms ready for anyone early. We'll have people at the door showing you to your rooms. Preferable if you stayed in your room till tomorrow, as you're summoned.
Well, is
Anything you need
it
will
possible to get to know with the lay of the land?
I can arrange a tour if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check with our people and see if we can get you a tour. Go ahead. Keep riding in. As you ride to the side, very large open area. He parks the carriage and gets helped by one of the servants to a sort of servants' building outside the keep. A Calvin woman comes over to you guys. So I have here a Joy.
J.
Sorry, it was misspelled. And then Illidan. So I'm to bring you to your rooms. Just follow me. Have you been here before? Is this your first time?
This is first time we received this invitation.
Okay. Just follow me. Don't touch anything.
I'll help my master out of the carriage. I'll step out and do the same thing with my hands. But just as you step on the hands, I'll make you slip a little bit. I'll say, I'm sorry, sir. I'm afraid all the goose on our travels has made you a little bit heavier. My apologies, Mr. Ilden. I look down with a little smirk on my face.
You know, I can get you hanged for this, but I don't want to be rude or come across as rude.
I thank you.
Carry on.
Do you need us to carry something for you?
I got Jay. He can carry the stuff.
Good, sirs.
As long as you just show us the way.
And she starts walking towards the keep. That's 2 or 3 minute walk to the keep major. Opens the large doors to the keep, and you see a great hall in front of you with a lot of like seating arrangements inside, almost like a church, where you have benches going forward to a sort of main throne area in the middle. Behind the throne, you see a large statue of a elven man throning over the throne. He leads you straight to the right up the stairs, the 3rd floor. Given rooms,
Is it the top floor or is there other floors above
there
there?
are 4 floors.
And we are on
The 3rd.
the 3rd.
And do the masters want to share a room, or should we give him a laborer's quarters?
I'm a bodyguard, so I'll be staying in this room.
What is it?
They open a door into a very large room, even more luxurious than the Fair Peacock Inn room. that
Even
you
more?
spent the last night in. This is like a large, almost like a house in and of itself inside. It's a bathroom.
Not what I expected, but this will do.
I'm sorry if our accommodations are not to your standards. Do you want a better room?
Well,
I can check with the master if we can. Master suite, if you're standing.
I don't want too much trouble. Like I said, this will do.
Thank you, sirs. There are 1 floor down to the left and then 2 doors to the right if you need anything.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then she leaves, closing the door.
Can I check the room for hidden stuff?
Roll investigation check.
I mean, I have to do the bodyguard work, not being listening, you know? Investigation, okay. It's not great, it's just a straight 12.
You look through the room, you find a lot of like silverware, clothes, you find a lot of the things you would normally find in a well-stocked home. Nothing of extraordinary value or consequence.
Are there any windows?
There is a window and there is a balcony out on it, and there is like a sitting arrangement outside there.
Nice. Should have bought pipes.
Pipes?
Yeah, sitting outside, smoking pipe. On the balcony.
We can probably accommodate. So.
Yeah, I can't remember where were the servants? To the left and the right?
Well, you'll have to figure that one out yourself.
Oh, you want me to go strolling around in the castle already?
I want you to do your job. And can't serve.
Sure. Okay, what do you require, Master Illidan?
Well, the travel, the long journey, has got me tired, so I could use a proper bath.
Yeah, that you'll have to do for yourself.
Yes, I like the idea with the pipe.
Afterwards. Seems like a good view. I mean, almost on the top floor. Do you think we can see over the walls? Maybe.
Bath. And we wanted to get a tour.
Are the balcony towards the stables?
Head out onto the balcony. You're on the rear side of the castle. You do, if you stretch outside and look around the corner, you could potentially see the roof of the stables. But not a good view. What you do see is a vast large forest, and then the horizon you see like the ocean or the lake.
Where Hobson lies?
Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe we could see the stables from here, see the other people came. Get a lay of the land, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, we can change the room to get like one above the stables.
Yeah, but we don't know the master's suite, wasn't it? She didn't say where it was.
No, but maybe I want the sun in my face in the morning, so we have to choose a different wing of the castle. This can easily be arranged, I assume.
You want to do that before or after the bath?
Does it matter?
Not really. I'll go outside and try to find the servants' quarters.
But then again, the smell. If you have a room right above the stables,
it's still like 3-4 minutes walk from the stables to the keep. So the smell probably wouldn't go that far.
It's coming with the wind.
Unless there's a good wind. Good upward draft. You head out of the room.
Yes, to acquire a
Where do you
new.
go? You exit the door.
Can't remember already. Okay, I'll go left.
Okay.
Yep.
You start walking left, which is the direction you came from. Eventually you reach the stairs.
No doors.
You walk past a lot of doors on both sides.
Damn it. Okay, I'll knock on the closest one.
Knock on the door. What happens?
And I'll just take the rope, knock on the doors. Like one on one, I'll wait a little bit so not everyone just coming out of the room if there's anyone.
The third one you knock on. Human. Humans. Who are you? You don't look like the servants.
Good day, sir. I'm a little bit forgetful, and I was just wondering if you could point me to the servants.
They're downstairs. To the left, and the second door to the right.
Downstairs, left, second door to the right. Thank you. My apologies for disturbing you.
Fine.
And then I'll just turn around and walk off. Towards down the stairs, to the left, second door on the right.
Yes. And then knock on that door.
Knock on that door.
Yes, master. What can we do for you?
I'm afraid...
You're afraid?
No, I'm afraid my master Illidan,
Oh.
he noticed that the sun doesn't stand on that side of the castle. So maybe if there
Doesn't
was... No, it doesn't. Not in the... When the time he wants to smoke his pipe, he has to be out in the sun.
Okay, yes.
So we acquire a new room on the other side.
Which side?
I think the sun is where the stables, towards that direction.
Usually goes down there, I think. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Over the stables?
Yeah.
Yep.
That would
We
be
can,
very nice.
we have a room available if you want.
We'll
It's a
take
bit cheaper, smaller.
the balcony.
Still balcony, yes.
he's gonna kill me, but we just have to do it. He's getting grumpy if he doesn't get his morning.
I will
tobacco
follow you up and I will show you to the room.
Thank you.
Back up. Enter the room with Kalen or Galadhmir. I heard you wanted some other rooms. Sadly, I have to inform you, they are smaller.
Smaller than this, it's not acceptable.
Okay.
Oh, I want to speak to your master.
I will get.
I want to speak to the manager.
Okay, Karen.
Okay, Karen.
I'm sorry, Karen. I will go get Master Eagleborn and see if he's available. She slightly runs away.
Yeah. Send them up to my room.
Karen, Caitlin, or was it?
Kalen is the Karen of this world.
And I think that's the perfect time for us to take our first break. So if anyone watching have any questions for the players or me, just write it in the chat and we'll answer them after the break. See you in 15 minutes.
Later.
Welcome back to Destiny by Dice. We have a cool new surprise thing. As you can see over by Naruk and Kalen, a picture of the entire group, physical, as well as just next to it you have the digital version. This is now hanging in the store, or soon hanging in the store, as it right now it's in this gaming room. But yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Good artist.
Yeah.
Do we want to say who's who? I guess at least the guys in the back.
I think everyone knows because it's
We
underneath
have
your
the
names.
porters.
But we have Fergrissa on the top left, and then we have Kalen, for some reason taller than Fergrissa. And we have the druid Naruk below. And sitting on Tara's shoulders we have Hicks. Tara below. And then Helgelin sitting on the floor.
I know why Kalen is higher in this picture.
What?
He's wearing high heels.
Of course, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because all highborns do.
Should I take it over here or?
Or he's standing on his tippy toes to be taller than.
Yeah, probably because of his pride.
Like tiptoes.
I have to be above everybody else.
Just gonna accompany me here on the floor for inspiration. I'm gonna give myself one of these. Okay, you guys were you were in a tavern as a small spider.
Yep.
You guys waiting outside as this large fellow is just sitting there waiting. 30 minutes go by, nothing happens, it keeps waiting. No.
After 45 minutes, the charm person spell would probably leave off.
So we have 15 minutes until then.
I don't
5
move.
more minutes go by.
Guys, what's going on? It's like no one's coming.
10 minutes go by.
I say we go in and kill them.
Wait a minute.
15 minutes up. You just hear. Oh, Naruk. And he pushes the table over, gets up, and runs out.
You see him when he comes out?
You see him running out of the tavern, looking wildly around, and then towards where you guys came from, and then starts running towards the alley.
Yeah, when he leaves, I just sprint out, and when I'm outside, I change back. Yeah.
Yep.
I run
Shortly
after him
after.
until I see there's no one really close by anymore.
Yep. You start running immediately. What do you guys do?
Running after Helgelin. Guess we're running.
Yep. You guys are running. As you get out, turn back. You see far in the distance, you see these three running.
Can I cast Long Strider on myself?
Yep.
So it gets 10 feet extra of movement.
Yeah.
You guys now playing catch or what?
So that's 20 feet if I dash.
The
That should
streets
be
are always pretty busy and full. In the middle of the day. Get closer to the alley. Do you want to do something? You want to wait until he was in the alley?
So he's is this like a dead end? So he has to go into the alley?
No, the street's full and open.
Okay. And there are people around?
Yeah, show us your true face. Rogalin. Kill him in the streets.
Yeah, I don't want to do it while people are watching.
Did a PvP test and she really got a taste for killing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep
How-
on running after him.
How close am I?
Yep, you're at this point as he turns into the alley, you're right behind these guys.
Mhm.
You guys are about like 40 feet behind him.
Now he's in the alley.
Yeah.
Is
Turns into the alley. He gets a little bit in as he stops and you see him.
now
Yes,
there's
you
no one seeing us.
Is it a
They do
like-
notice everyone running, so people are looking into the alley, but they're not.
Mm.
Going
Stop
into
before the alley.
Is it an end street? So it's-
The alley goes straight through, so to another street.
Can I go through?
You can try to go around, yeah. It will take a little bit of time, but you will be able to get there in 120 feet, so it shouldn't take you more than 7 seconds to get around.
I toss a firebolt
Okay,
at him
that's-
now when no one's seeing.
Yep, so you wait for a little bit. As he turns around, you throw your spell.
I just
I
want to see outside the alley, like.
also can I
19.
make it use minor illusion to just make it look like there's the same Naruk kitten just right in front of him, just hissing. So he can't make any sound, but he can just there's suddenly a cat appearing in
Yep.
front of him.
As he turns around, he sees the cat, looks kind of confused, sees you, as the spell comes straight towards him.
19. I
19
guess
if
it
he hits
is.
him.
Oh, that's 16.
What spell were you using?
Hmm?
What spell did you
Firebolt.
Okay. I hits him. He takes up his crossbow, shoots you quickly. 19 to hit?
Yeah.
Two piercing damage.
Just a
Uh,
scratch.
And I'm bloodied.
At that point, you come in from behind.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
going in. I'm just staying out, kind of blending in and looking out for
Yeah.
like people that might have followed us. Or
I run in. And as I run in, I yell out, like, what happened?
To him?
Yeah.
You do.
I get close and I say, weren't you supposed to meet someone?
You tricked me!
Yeah.
And then he shoots another bolt at Galadhmir. Now it's time for you to die. 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I get a chance, I'll just
7
Yes.
damage.
Okay.
As he shoots one more. 15.
15. I thought it was 7.
It was second attack.
Second attack.
Ah, okay. So
7 damage for
22.
the first one, yeah. 15, does that hit you?
15, yeah, it hits.
Yeah. Another 8 damage.
Okay, so 15.
As that brings us back to you, Galadhmir.
Then I toss Scorching Ray at him.
Next, do you want to do more?
First one, I guess 12 is a
also,
miss.
I'll go
Yeah.
2 kicks
That's
and step up in front of him.
Just roll your attacks.
Natural 1.
That doesn't hit.
He gets an attack opportunity on you. That's 19 21 to hit.
That hits.
2 damage.
Let's see. 17.
Yeah, those 2 hit. As he's basically using his crossbow to smash you. You kick him in the shins.
2 ones. 6, 12.
Okay, Tara, do you want to do something?
On the lookout.
Yep. Naruk?
Can I get behind him and do a kitten impression and growl and grow out my teeth and try and take a bite out of his neck?
Yeah.
I'll just out killing him. Oh, God.
He lost his chance.
So you went from cat to spider to cat.
No, I'm not a cat. I'm back to a tiefling, just with long teeth. That's 16.
16 does not hit him. As you just get into his split armor.
Yeah, that's it.
Broken teeth! It hurts a little bit, but it's fine.
Magical teeth.
That brings us back to him. He will just... Okay, it's time for you to die. And he takes up his longsword and starts slashing at Nix. You guys tricked me. Kin?
Yes.
But did he take damage from the Scorching Ray first? Before it was his turn again?
Continually?
Huh? No, but did you register it? I didn't toss it and you didn't say anything. So I've tossed it now.
Okay. What did you roll?
You get 5. The 2 first ones missed, and then it was a 21, which I guess hits.
Yeah.
So 5.
5. That's good.
Yeah, that sounds like regular. Not hitting.
Shut up!
One out of 3.
Shut up!
That's
I did hit with a firebolt.
slashing damage as he slashes you with his longsword. And he comes back for another slash. A 24.
Yes.
Doing another 6 damage. As he cuts you from the other side. Again.
How far away is he now? Wow.
You about 30 feet. And these 2 are next. Seems to be struggling to stay on his feet.
Okay, so he's not doing very well anymore.
No. He's been taking a lot of punishment.
Then I toss another firebolt.
Yep.
14.
As he's slashing at Tix, you just hit him with the blade with a firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
And it just dissipates around his sword.
Star Wars
So
style.
I didn't hit.
No, he didn't hit.
Sounds like regular.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yep. Tix.
I will spin around and with my staff again and blow out blows again.
Going all out on this poor fellow.
Yeah. 17.
17 just hits. Put off balance by the firebolt hitting his sword,
12
allowing you to
damage
strike him.
on the quarter staff.
How much?
12.
12. 12 brings him down to 0.
Oh.
Do you want to do it?
No, blow out blows then.
Oh,
So
sounds so sad.
Okay, just like go on his feet so he trips and smashes his head in the floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you take him on his knees, so you cap his knees, falls back on his back, and you just crush his skull down into the ground.
No! You should have just. I look at him frustrated and like, tried to help you. Should have listened. And I pat his pockets and see if I can find like a missive or anything.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Yeah. Keep telling that to yourself that it was his fault you guys killed him.
Of course it was.
Investigation investigation. I think that's straight up 18.
What do we do about it?
Someone always dies when you guys split up.
Light it on fire.
Yeah.
And you do find 40 gold pieces on him, a small dagger, a small note.
I hand it to whoever is closest. Is that Higgs?
That would be Higgs, yes.
Higgs, not. There's writing on it.
I think you can read it.
Is it Carmen or Dwarven or
It is...
Goblin?
No.
No. Then my target.
Can't you read it?
No.
Can I read it?
What languages do you speak?
Take a look.
I speak common and
I'll
I
go
speak...
to the other end of the alley and just keep a lookout. People trying to enter.
Which language is it in?
Not one that you might recognize, maybe.
Where is it?
On the
Can I
proficiencies,
take? I can take a look at the note and see if I recognize it as Elvish. Probably no.
Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, and Primordial. I know a lot of them.
You both recognize it as Elvish.
Okay.
And as you look through it, you see like milk, bread, sugar. Looks like a shopping list.
This is bullshit.
Is there any like garbage or anything in the alleyway?
There's a little bit of garbage, yeah, just lying around.
So I try and like.
You're stuffing into the trash can?
No. I try and like get him to sit, so like he's taking up a smaller space.
Yeah.
And
You just see
then
him
I'll
sitting there with his forehead caved in.
yeah. I'll try and not look at it, and I'll use minor illusion to make it look like there's like a garbage bag around him or something, like a sack.
Yeah.
This will last for an hour. We should move.
Do you want to go to the castle or what should we do? Do you want to leave the city?
I don't know. We know that we are hunted.
We know that we don't want to be here.
Yeah, we're probably moving as we like speak. At least I am.
Probably see them moving. So, with them.
Maybe we should go back to the golden chicken.
We need the outfit.
Yeah, we need our stuff.
Yeah.
Don't really have any stuff.
I guess we didn't bring with us the fancy clothes and everything.
I'm not wearing fancy clothes. I have my fancy dress on.
For
But
the party?
the nicer dress. Yeah.
For the party.
You just see some blood splatter on it.
Yeah.
I can fix that. I hope.
I'm gonna go back and get the dress. I cannot go there with blood
We can try and we can climb in the window and get our packs. Probably. I don't know. It seems dangerous to just go back. He seemed to be waiting there.
Yeah, I got.
If he just didn't lie.
And then heading to the castle, we should snip in the forest. At least.
Yeah.
We two should.
Yeah, I would say the golden chicken isn't safe. I would say also we should just go and get our stuff and get out of town.
So meet at the picnic place? Get our stuff and meet at the picnic place?
When do we want to go to the castle though?
Tomorrow morning? Maybe take it.
How long would it take to walk?
A little over an hour.
We can't arrive now. But
Well, if there's one thing that gets you removed from the guest list, it's what you guys did.
we need the carriage.
I think we can.
They're outside town. Behind the garage.
Are you there? Like, do goblins use horses and carriages and
Ride the wild boars and stuff.
I don't know. Do it?
You do.
Yeah. That might be a bit intense, but maybe on foot is okay.
Yeah.
You guys can get a carriage.
Yeah, I think we might need to.
Let's get our stuff and then meet outside the gates.
Yep.
Wait, are you guys getting there a day early as well?
No, we're sleeping, I think.
Okay. You guys head back to the golden chicken.
Yeah, we're gonna try and jump up.
Yeah.
the window.
Can we try and climb outside?
2 floors. 2nd floor. Window for your room back of the building. So you head into the alley and start climbing.
I see if I can like give Hicks a scooch.
Yep. Hicks, give me an acrobatics check with advantage.
Yeah. $27.
He almost like flies up the wall, straight into the window.
She.
Okay.
Grab our stuff and just
Try
throw
and
it
catch
down.
it.
Yeah,
Next time, I want you to wear
jump
a
out?
mustache.
a mustache.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
And then I'll just yell out, leave some gold!
I'll leave 5 silver.
Sounds appropriate. Toss everything out, you climb back down easily enough.
Then we just run.
You run or
Walk. I'll change into like just a elf lady with orange hair.
walk towards the south entrance again. 2 of you, what do you want to do?
Go in and get the stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You head into your room, you're greeted by the tavern keeper. To your room, get your stuff, get back out again. Head to the clearing in the forest. Spend the night there. Or do you want to go anywhere else?
I can. We probably do. We know since we've been traveling this route so many times. Do we know about like a cave or something close by we can just reuse?
Not really nearby, as mostly when you've been resting and sleeping, it's been further away.
Then
And
can
none
I
of that is
see
on
if
the way
I
to the castle.
find something appropriate?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
could be a
Roll
little
a
while
one.
away.
Roll
You
a
don't
one.
have to.
No,
Stay
that's
right, actually.
17.
17. Yeah,
No,
you
18.
You easily find a good secure location where you can rest for the night.
Yeah.
Review. And fun.
Should we watch?
Probably.
I can take the second one.
I can take the first one.
Good.
Well,
Murder in the streets!
No elves this time.
yeah. I mean, man.
Yeah, you're used to things. Okay,
So perception roll.
just give me perception rolls. Everybody.
15.
I'd also like to pay attention to the moon and see. I actually want to pay attention every night to see if it like gets bigger or like some more full moony.
Yep.
11. I think that's a 7. Yeah. 16.
26. I probably wouldn't summon Fen until I'm like, tell him about my day, and I'll find a tree and I'll say in the red egg, you had a chance, stupid bug, and leave like a tree that's kind of sarcastic memorializing of the dude we killed.
As you summon Fen,
No, I can't summon Fen. I have used all my wild chips. Oh, Fen. I'll use.
no Fen
First-
for you.
Instead, when I'm alone, I'll go a bit out into the forest. And I'll sit down. And I'll just say, kind of quietly, I want to test this out. And I cast Summon Beast. And a grown-up thing that I think is bad. Curse. Hi.
Just
Is
standing
it
there,
you?
looking at you.
Come.
Slowly approaches, right in front of you.
I let him lift my hand.
Snaps your hand.
I'll give some scratches. Come here. And I give him a huff.
Then after you're done, he just stops and looks up at the moon.
I sit down beside and look up too. Is anything different about it?
Not really.
Since he's in his bigger form, or like a grown-up wolf, I'll just sit down beside him and like lean a bit, so not all my weight, so I don't tip him over, but just lean a bit and look at the moon. Not paying attention to what is going on around us at all.
As you do this, 17 Karanorans now. Night goes by quietly. Get a good night's rest. Get prepared for a big day. You guys. Now we're
Switching scenes.
going back in time a little bit. After about an hour, after you summoned the lord of the castle, someone knocks on the door. Master Rick is ready for you. You will just follow me.
Master who?
Him.
No, really?
Rick
Yeah.
Eagleborn.
Or is it Rick?
Rick Eagleborn, yes. You
Oh.
scared me there. Master Rick is ready for you. You will just follow me, please.
Is it Master Rick or is it Lord Eagleborn?
It's both. Rick Supreme.
Rick Supreme. Rick Supreme.
Don't tell him I said that.
Was he too busy to come up here and meet me at the guest room?
He didn't recognize your name. Therefore decided it was more prudent if you came to him.
Alright. Show me the way. And show
you.
us the way.
She walks down the stairs. First floor. Back into the great hall. Rick sitting on his makeshift throne. It's not like a proper throne, but it's like close to it. As close as you can come without like saying that you're royalty.
It's not the one that we saw on the way in.
Yeah, same one.
Oh.
You see the large statue behind. The large elven man.
Does the statue look like the man sitting in the throne?
No. Statues of a large elven man. Rick is also elven man, but not the same elven man. Statue is sort of like standing with a sword in one hand, raised high, and the other hand just like at the ready on its side. Rick is sitting in his chair. Wherever you guys approach.
I will step forward, I'll bow, and I'll present. This is
He's learning.
Lord Illidan Aldor of the Southeast, Province of the Elves. Kadim, of the Kadim.
Do you correct yourself?
Nope.
Sounds very professional.
Welcome, Illidan. I am grateful for your presence.
Yes, thank you for the invitation, Lord Eagleborn.
You are one of our new guests joining us this year. I have not heard of your name before.
Well, I was kind of surprised. I haven't heard of you either. So, but I am always happy to meet like-minded.
I am looking forward to get to know you at the party tomorrow. I believe that we can form some friendships.
Yes, I'm excited to watch this.
It's gonna be fun. You have a manservant.
Oh yes,
usually like to get to know them as well. Your name, sir? If it's okay for you, Eldon?
Well, his name is Jay. All you need to know.
Bow again.
So, what was it I could help you with?
Well, you see, the room and everything is nice, and there's just one little thing.
Oh.
I'm not a morning person, and I hate it when I get the sun on my face in the morning. I prefer to see the sunset in the west, and I was hoping.
You mean the south?
Well, down south it sets in the west. But I haven't been this far north.
Okay. Was you once around on the south, overlooking the stables?
Yes.
You have some smaller rooms there. That would suit you well.
Are all the rooms smaller on that side, or?
They have been taken by the nobles from the different cities around here. Close allies and friends. Not want to displease them. Displacing them.
Well,
If that is fine with you.
Doesn't cost anything to ask. Maybe they want to switch rooms with me.
I can check them. If they are fine with a sun in the morning situation.
Well, yeah, check quickly as I want to rest a little bit. It's been a long travel from all the way down south.
I will do my best. I cannot promise you anything. Can you show these gentlemen to the dining area for a while? Or the sitting room, maybe? Do you read?
Oh, I was hoping to get a full tour of the castle. But I don't get lost tomorrow on the party.
I can have someone give you a tour while you wait.
Yes.
Just follow me, sirs. I'll get you someone who can give you a tour. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, and
I look forward to seeing you at the party tomorrow.
looking forward to getting to know you even better tomorrow.
Nice. It's gonna be fun.
Well, if you say so.
I know
Red
this is-
wedding.
What?
No.
You exit the Great Hall and out into the courtyard, where a human man with fancy glasses is already on his way in.
On the tour, I want to look out for where the guards positioned. Are there any guards? Measure some distances, like how far is it to the wall?
Alan, could you give them a tour? Guessing that's why you're here? Yes, I will give them the tour. I heard your names, Illidan and Joy?
Jay.
Jay, sorry. My apologies.
Yeah, please get it right.
I will-
Where is the one who wrote the name down?
He's working the gate.
Should have a word.
You can take the tour by the gate if you want.
Thank you.
Start walking the courtyard, keeping an eye out for guards, locations, distances, pressuring with your eye. You see there are a lot of guards and a lot of people bustling about, people training in the courtyard. Archers and melee fighters training. Barracks right next to the keep. After you've circled the courtyard, you get to the gate. Jay?
Feel free to call him Joy. You have my permission.
I'm not a joyful person.
Okay. Jessra. And once again.
Hello, Jisra. I was wondering, where did you write my name?
On the list here.
Show me.
Yep.
I'll quickly try and skim through if I see some recognizable names
Yep.
while we do that.
Yeah, your own name? Joy?
Yep.
You see a name, Traven Grimto. You see Baladora Evergrim. Derek Terrafali.
And then I'll point at my name and I'll say, if you replace the O with an A, you'll get it right.
My apologies.
Thank you. Please don't insult me again.
Refrain from doing so, Mr. Joy.
J.
J. Sorry.
Slap you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
J.
There'll be a
SD.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Convenience.
You actually didn't have to show the list or anything. It's just a servant.
Oh.
I'm sorry, my manners. I mean, I grew up in a slaver's fight pit, so.
As did I.
You did?
No.
Sure. Good fight, you know.
I should refrain from doing so. I guess.
That's very kind of you.
Come back sometime when you're not a guest.
Yeah, good old-fashioned brawl. It's always a good thing.
I cannot agree.
I'll just chuckle a little bit. That would go.
I gave you a hint. This doesn't end well.
Alan keeps walking towards the keep. I will now show you the keep. I cannot show you everything. I can show you that's where you are permitted. Go into the Great Hall. You see the Lord is not on his throne anymore. Great Hall is empty. The Great Hall. This is where the mingling and meeting will start tomorrow. Right next here is the dining area where the food will be served and the drinking will commence. Upstairs you have all the bedrooms and stuff like that, and then it shows you around the different floors and some pouring rooms, but they'll very.
Before we head off to the different floors, when we're standing in the Great Hall, oh, can I have a minute? And I want to take a seat in that one.
As you're approaching the throne, Lana says, you shouldn't do that, sir.
Why? I just want to.
But the Lord is allowed to sit in the throne.
I would say the throne suits him pretty well, wouldn't you?
Oh, I agree. But I cannot see this happen.
It never happened.
Turns away from you. I never saw anything. As you
I just smile.
sit in the throne.
I'll just sit down for like 10 seconds, make myself comfortable.
Doesn't really feel that comfortable. But you do feel powerful. Feels right. In all the wrong ways.
Can't really say I can get used to it, because I'm sitting in a much better throne, but yeah, then. Alright, we can continue the tour.
Yep. It shows you the rest, and eventually to your room again. I hope the tour was pleasant, and you've seen everything you need to.
Well, there were some hallways and doors haven't explored. I assume that is.
Those are mostly for your family alone.
Alright.
So I would keep away from those.
Do you keep many slaves around?
We have a good stable.
What do you use them for?
Everything.
Do you have pit fights there too? A little wink. Oh.
The lords would not appreciate such a thing.
The Lords? So there's no,
There's no fighting. No.
no betting under the table and that kind of stuff.
No, nothing at all. We don't gamble.
Yeah, my master doesn't gamble either, so that's a good thing.
Gambling is for the poor.
I agree. Have a nice night then, sirs.
Thank you. That'll be all.
Let's down the stairs.
Okay then. You said
FG.
Whoa. Thrown back home? Are you some kind of, royalty?
Yes, I am Eridan Elder. Don't you remember?
Oh, you told me this?
Highborn from the south?
Oh yeah. I get it. We're in a roll.
You
Sorry,
forgot the cover story.
Just don't do that if we're in a room with somebody else.
Hey, it's just been one day. Not even that.
Remember, stay your assigned role.
Sure, okay. Master Illudan.
Yes, so can you remind me what we came here to try to do?
I mean, we wanted to stake out the place, didn't we? A little bit?
Yes, but tomorrow the party.
Yeah, he said something about making business partners or friends, something like that. I mean, there's probably a lot of powerful people coming.
Yeah, that's what the Lord said, but
I read some.
what is Kale and FG doing here?
Like now?
Well, like tomorrow on party.
Oh. Probably mingle, try to figure out.
Okay, so we're just having fun drinking and
No,
celebrating?
we want to investigate people.
We want to investigate people.
Yeah, that's why we came. I mean, have you heard those names? The Treven, Beldora, or Derek?
Never heard of them.
Can't say I have either. Didn't get to read so fast, so I didn't get all of their last names. At least we know somebody that's coming.
Yeah. So I guess we just mingle tomorrow then. Have fun.
No, we should try and investigate. We are spies.
Well, you're not permitted to have fun, so you can investigate.
Oh. We should.
Also, you should check out these other hallways, like we have to keep all the slaves. You're a slave. Get access, don't you?
I'm not a slave anymore. You freed me, remember?
That one I would remember.
But should we sneak around a little bit? Or maybe do that tomorrow when there's more people.
No, we should definitely sneak around. That's a good idea.
It seemed pretty empty, at least inside the castle.
You know what? We should order a bath, and everybody assumes I'm taking a bath. We sneak out and look behind the closed doors.
Shouldn't one of us stay though? in case somebody knocks on the door.
Yeah, you should stay, because I'm sitting in the bath.
And then I can say you're bathing and you're not available. That sounds like a good plan. I think we're masterminds. We should do this more often.
Oh, that was my idea. I'm the mastermind here.
It was my idea to sneak. Can't steal all the glory.
But
Just get out of here. Just do your thing.
Get out of here.
Okay. You have fetched some servants. Come to your room. Onto the bath.
He wants a bath.
You see they bring like brushes and some cloths inside. And a servant comes in with a large bucket of hot water. And the door to the bathroom or the bathing area for the apartment that you have.
Yeah, are we still in the same room?
Yes,
Oh, so we didn't get another room.
you could,
We could.
potentially.
Oh yeah, we're still waiting for that.
yes, fill it up, please.
They fill up the bath. They just stand ready next to it.
My butler servant will take it from you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Good luck.
That'll be all.
It's just a brush and a cloth. And
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the hot water.
No,
Oh,
the
I thought it was the bucket, so it's kind of heavy. I don't know if it's water. So.
Oh, you're just holding like a towel.
And then
It's so heavy.
they all leave, closing the door after themselves.
5 minutes after they've left, I want to get out in the hall and try and get to the hallways that we haven't explored.
Just as you open the door to go out, you see a servant standing just about to knock on the door. Master Illidan, you have hired some new rooms for you. You finished with your bath already?
No, I was just. I wanted to take a breath before I take my bath. It was a little bit too hot.
Okay. I can come back when you're ready. If you can just send your servant down and let us know. We can move you to the new room.
Yes,
Thank you.
once I finish with my bath.
The hallway, looking at you. Oh, no.
Awkward servants.
Now you're alone in the hallway.
Once he's around the corner, I want to head to one of the unexplored areas.
Down to the second floor, where you mostly skipped over all of the rooms. This is also where the quarters are. If you give me a stealth check, as you're probably
Well, I'm not so
stealthy
interested
or
in the
just-
servant quarters. I'm more interested in the royal quarters.
So you head up to the fourth floor, where you went past a lot of doors. You talked about like different rooms that were up there. And then at the end of a hallway, when you turn right, he stopped and turned back right. That's where part of the royal rooms are, and their family of rich usually reside. As you go into those hallways,
This is gonna go to shit. This is gonna go to shit.
It's 13.
13, yeah. You walk into the hallway. You see there isn't as many doors as there usually are. To a large door that seems to like go into the middle of the floor, fourth floor.
I just want to keep pushing.
So you go through the door? Or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Not guarded?
The door opens. Come into like a very homey location. There's a lot of blankets, a lot of paintings, a lot of statues, busts all around. Further in, you see this is like someone's home, just like a castle and common areas. Of like tables with candles on them, painting of Rick on the wall. As you go further, you see like a small dining area, small castle standards. So it fits 12 people around the table. You see that there's a chair on one end that's been pulled out with like still plates on the table.
So judging from the room and the paintings and so, would this be the
Seems to be the personal quarters.
from the Lord?
Yeah.
That's all I want to know.
Meanwhile, I'm taking a hot bath.
That's perfect.
You bastard.
Yeah. Okay. I want to just remember the location and head back to my quarters.
Back out again, you don't see anyone on the way.
With a suit, it would have been more or better guarded. Talking to myself.
Back to your room. Yeah. I guess resting in your bath.
Are you enjoying the bath?
Yeah, I mean, while you're out sneaking, I'm taking a chill time.
Also, no, I'm the one working.
I think
got
that's
that.
appropriate. I mean, you still owe me.
You got something like mixed up. Well, I met a servant and they found a new room for us.
Oh,
Over in the other wing.
can check out if there's anyone else coming today.
I think we should go and check it out, yeah.
Size up the new people. I'll jump out of the bath and put on my clothes.
You catch one of the servants. They bring you up one floor and to a room looking the stables. This is twice the size of the room you had downstairs. Vehicle also overlooks the stables and the entrance to the courtyard.
Yeah, this is more to my liking.
This is more to Lord Illidan's
Standards.
preferences.
We're happy to be able to help you. Had to relocate Galadhmir to the downstairs room, but she was happy to accommodate.
Oh, so there's more guests already, right?
There are a few, yes.
Good.
We'll meet them all tomorrow. Anything else I can do for you now?
Yeah, you can bring 2 pipes, some tobacco, and a good bottle of whiskey. Is that to your liking, Master Illidan?
Yes, certainly not my taste.
Do you want some vintage today, or?
I think we should keep it classy today.
Then what do the gentlemen prefer?
Some dry aged.
We can certainly acquire this for you. Shortly after you get your pipes and your drinks.
Also, make sure you thank the guests that moved out. Changed rooms with us. What's the name again?
Or
And also, thank her tomorrow yourselves. Give her your
Contact
Names.
info.
I was about to say your deeds.
Credentials. That will be all for today.
Thank you. Pipes, your drinks. Relax on the porch.
Yeah,
it's more like a balcony porch, isn't that like an entrance to?
Porch is on like the first floor.
Yeah.
Now we've been moved up to the 4th.
Fourth one, yes.
Nice.
So you're very close to the Lord's own quarters.
You know, if we ever get enough money, we should build a castle like this.
Yeah. But a castle like this is expensive. and needs a lot of maintenance.
Aren't you like royalty from the south? Can't you just accommodate some?
Well, the castles that we built are nothing close to this.
You're right. Okay, night goes by. You guys wake up in the forest. You guys wake up in the fantastic suite. Heading to the castle yourselves.
Best sleep I ever had.
Takes about an hour and a half to get to it. Will you approach it together or
Oh, we'll go get like that.
in a carriage?
Well, question. Last night I probably tried to wash off my dress in the creek. Did it work?
Yes.
So it's a bit wrinkly because it has been over like a tree to dry.
It's been used,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Trees must be carrying magical water. You're getting bloodstains out of it.
No, you're supposed to clean bloodstains with cold water.
You should know, Master Assassin.
Yeah.
Well, I don't leave no trace.
He doesn't wash it off.
There's no blood.
I guess I don't have that
Crime
much
scene.
blood on me since
No,
I've
you're
been
fine.
just casting spells on
Yeah, and you also
My
changed
dagger
the-
sucks out all the blood, so there's no evidence, no blood spill.
Okay, so you two are getting a carriage. You two.
Start walking.
So you guys start walking. These two go back to the stable. A small elven girl. Yeah, you guys. A carriage.
Yes, please.
Daddy, I want a carriage. Comes out. Morning. Okay, carriage.
Yes.
For two. How long? How many people?
Hugo Board's castle?
Just us two.
Yeah, I've had a few of those lately.
Uh-huh.
Just the two. Okay. 15 gold.
We never paid anything. We
I paid.
15 down.
You want a proper nice carriage, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Did we say for how long?
Day?
A
Didn't you
day?
say? 2 days?
I
Party
guess
should be
because
tonight, so-
we are staying the night.
Yeah. 2 days then.
2 days,
Back
yes.
now.
15 gold, yes. You miss. A nice party.
You.
How does he know that it's a body?
Wink, wink. One thing. Elven girl. Hey daddy. Human.
He was a human.
Stepfather.
Yeah, that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was human. Okay, nice glasses.
So I guess we would see this. Because we talked to him as well.
Yeah.
There's something fishy about this guy. She's an elf, and she calls a human her father.
Like a full blooded?
Seems like it.
Do you think it's linked to the bad guys?
Every elf is bad.
Of course, even the small girls are bad. She's a girl even, not a boy.
It could be anything though.
True. But I think we should keep our eyes open. Who's the cab driver?
Cab driver is an elven woman.
Mm-hmm.
Deja vu.
Mm-hmm.
Deja vu.
So you're going to Rick's castle?
Yes.
Sorry, Eagleborn's castle? Right away? Or
Oh, let's go.
and then you start driving towards the castle.
What was your name again?
I was Lynn.
Lynn.
After about an hour, you guys arrive first.
Are they going by the others? Taking over?
I think we will arrive first.
They passed you. Okay. We're slightly
We're in the
faster.
carriage.
Yeah.
But you had to go back to Hope's End and then.
So you were like 3 minutes behind them.
Yeah, that's fine. We can keep back a bit.
Should enemies not come at the same time?
Yeah, 10-minute rule.
Yeah, there are 2 carriages in front of you. Deja vu. Takes a little bit of time. Get to the front. When it's standing there. Do you have the tickets?
Where?
Both of you?
Yes.
And your name is
I am Lynn.
from
Galadhmir.
Galadhmir. That a dwarven city?
Yes, this is my lady.
Oh, dwarf. Armor.
Thank you.
Your name was
Stoneheart. List Stoneheart.
Lady.
Lady Stoneheart.
Do you have a first name?
Lady Stoneheart.
Lady Stoneheart.
Lady Stoneheart to you.
Stone?
Do you have a family name, miss?
Only by land. My family name was taken from me when I was put into their service.
Yes, I am not familiar with Galadhmir customs. May I enter?
Thank you.
So you get into the courtyard. Carriage has been parked. Shows you the way to your quarters. We will get you in about 2 hours. Party starts.
Thank you.
Anything you need in the meantime?
Hang out, I guess.
Thank you. I'll be right there. You guys notice these 2 arriving. They're also being put in the 3rd floor.
We'll probably see them arrive and just
Yeah, you did see
standing
them,
on the balcony.
getting into the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Standing on the balcony.
We got put in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, more like this. Or
10 minutes
however
later,
you call it.
you guys arrive. Walking.
Hex. It's starting to dawn on me. This is really happening. Talk? What are we going to do? What are we going to say?
I'll take care of it. I'll be fine.
Okay. I'll just follow Nick.
Got this.
So you get to the gate. A carriage in front of you. Drives in. You seem a little bit surprised as you're walking towards them.
I try and straighten my dress a bit.
There are 2 elven women, both of them looking at you. Naruk, can we help you and your friend with?
Great things.
Oh,
Hi.
it talks. Thanks.
Yes. Are these the ones that wants the tickets?
Tickets, yes.
Yes.
Are you invited to the party?
I get the tickets out there a bit crumbled. I try and straighten them up. Yeah. I'm with him.
You? What's your name?
You only talk goblin.
Remember Stage Whisper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to talk goblin, remember?
Name, please, and where are you from?
Mila?
La. Last name?
Greenleaf?
From
Here.
here. From here?
Like here? Like woods?
Hope's End?
Yeah.
Hope's End. The guy and your friend, the
Very
Golden?
nice.
Yes, that's me.
Oh,
I am
name?
of the backwards Balte of the 7.
Valtir?
Balte. Yeah.
Beautiful.
4 E's.
Valtir.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And that's your entire name?
Yes?
And you're from...
Arrogridge.
Oh, so you're Seven Tribes representative.
Of the 7,
Right.
yes.
I had word of you coming. We have some appropriate rooms made ready for you. And your
Right.
guide.
The finest, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
According to your customs.
On the second floor, right next to the slave halls.
Or in the stable.
She goes a little bit to the side talking to another elf. Can you come with me, please? Walk into the castle up to the second floor. To the left and the third door to the right. This is your room. Open the door into some fine rooms.
Oh,
A lot better than the golden chicken.
fancy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope
Just
that
a
your
fraction of
accommodations
our
are good. We will be back to fetch you for the party in about an hour.
Yes.
So you can get ready here if you want.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Like, servant goes away.
Wasn't I supposed to be your translator?
No, you were supposed to be my guide. And since you didn't want to talk, we decided. That's
And
why, you remember when we spent all these days teaching you Goblin?
I thought that was I could translate for you.
Oh,
But that's just fine.
Yeah.
I love this.
sure.
I can just tell. I can
You
tell.
don't remember the backstory at all.
Like here? Woods?
We can share the.
Burden?
Yeah.
The talking bird.
Yeah.
You guys notice the goblin and tiefling coming in as a slightly weirder couple than the rest that you've seen so far.
It looks like the master spice has arrived.
Everyone knows that the slaves have the nicest or the best information.
What?
Everyone knows that the slaves have the best information.
They see everything going on in the castle.
What?
I change into the nice clothes and put my hair in a braid and make it fancy looking.
Hour goes by. Do you guys want to do anything in that hour?
I don't think I have to. Maybe get ready.
Are the walls thin?
The walls are very thick
Thick.
and stone.
Right then.
The hour goes by. Someone knocks at your door first. Are you ready for the dinner? The party? The dinner comes after.
Yes.
Yep.
We are super ready.
Down to the Great Hall. You enter the Great Hall.
Breakfast, Balti. Yeah.
Te
Yes.
and Lila?
Lila.
Lila. Introducing Balti and Lila Greenleaf. This Rick Eagleborn, his guests. You see a lot of people sort of walking around, mingling around in the Great Hall, talking to each other, and then you see Rick sitting on his throne, just looking at people, with an elven lady standing next to him.
You're loud. Greetings from the 7.
I step behind Higgs and try and unsuccessfully try and hide behind him.
I'll guess I'll just start walking up to the elven, like Eagleborn. I don't know.
Eagleborn?
Eagleborn.
So as you do this, everyone turns around and looks at you. Just interested. Some people look interested, some look slightly disgusted, some people look like confused. Rick is just smiling in his throne,
Yeah.
laughing a little bit for himself. You approach. Well met, Galadhmir.
Hello, thank you for the invite.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's good to make some new friends. It's good to meet someone from the 7 tribes. I'm very glad that we could get some representation from there.
Yes, I'm very eager to get to know how this civilization works. Yes.
Yes. It is a pleasure. Hopefully we will learn to know you and you will learn to know us and our ways. And we can bond a little bit during the day and the night.
It's great with friends.
Likewise. Just have fun, mingle, talk to everyone. Come later.
So we're all at the party now?
Stand up for like 2 seconds more and then I leave.
And then you hear a small laugh from the lady next to him. Like, happy laugh. Not a mocking one.
Oh. I did it! What's the... More should we do? What more should we do?
The lady seemed nice. Isn't she the one that maybe knew in? Kind of.
Is the way?
It is.
Maybe not right away. Oh, you want to go up there? Again?
Can I speak? I'm not sure if I should speak. Should I just be quiet? Should you?
Can I check if I see a drow in the mix of people?
You're not there yet.
Oh no, we're not down there yet.
But
Oh,
at
sorry.
that point, you guys hear a knock on your door. Master Illidan, the reception has started downstairs. Are you ready to join the fold?
Yes. Been waiting so long.
Follow me.
And before we go, I hand you one of my daggers. Keep that one close to me, but conceal it.
I'll conceal it.
Good. Walk down all the 4 stairs, 4 staircases.
4 floors.
4 floors. That's a word. And into the Great Hall, as you're being announced as Illidan Holden, Master from the Kadi lands, manservant Joy.
I just scraped my teeth.
And you also see all these people. You also see Ix and Naruk awkwardly standing to the side, seeming pleased with themselves.
I just bow as we enter. Want to survey the room and I want to find Rick.
You see the Rick. He's gotten up of his throne, standing to the side, talking with the lady next to him.
Okay, so I want to be like straight to Rick. Once I get there, I just want to extend my hand and want to thank him for moving us to a different room.
Thank you, Illidan. You should thank Baladora. She's right over there, the lady.
Oh, okay.
Another elven lady.
Who else should I meet? Can you give me some names? Can you point?
I can do some introductions later. That's fine with you.
Why can't you do that now?
I have some business to attend to right here, and I'll get to you right after.
Yes, I get to go and talk to the elven woman first. But yeah, thank you once again. Oh, also one question. When do we get to meet Morty?
Who?
Morty.
Morty?
Yeah. I assume. What's up? Morty? Attending?
Don't recognize the name, sadly.
Must have been wrong information then.
Sadly, I'm sorry. Apologies. Yes,
It's alright.
I'll let you know if anyone named Morty comes along.
I thought he was family, but
Family? I don't understand, sir. Believe I'm in on the joke.
there's no joke. I've just heard of Morty Eagleborn.
I don't know the name, sadly.
Thought he was family, so. But there must be more Eagleborns out there, then, I guess.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm staying close to him, just looking tough and bodyguardly.
Flexing. At this moment, someone knocks on your door. Yes. Lady, I mean. Stoneheart? Lady was your first name? Lynn,
It's a great introduction.
are you ready for the party?
Yeah.
Brings you down. Introducing Lady Stoneheart and Lynn from Galadhmir.
Again.
All of your friends ready? Rick still talking to the lady next to him.
Can we see any large red baron? So we know that he has red hair. I can remember, and I can check my notes. I didn't write down if he was a human or an elf.
He's an elf.
He's an elf.
They're all elves.
Can we see any elves with red hair? I'm guessing
Supreme
they might
race.
stand out a bit.
Not at the moment, no.
Imperial
But
race.
I have my warhammer with me. Oh, yeah.
You have your armor, your warhammer, everything.
Just stand in the middle of the room.
As
Warhammer
you
over there.
enter into the middle of the room, you see the lady that Rick is talking to looks over at you. Curious. Smiles a little bit. Nods to you. Keeps talking.
Just the wife. You heard of me?
Talking, the announcer announces a few more people. Obonid from Hacklehammer. Periloka from Midgard.
Nice touch.
White Tarico from Boldiar. Aurelian Mira from Vatimari. Derek Terfali from Fumantri. Last one has red hair and is an elf.
Do I recognize the guy from Baldar?
No.
There,
Actually, roll a history check.
Does
what
that
was
go for
the
me too?
last guy's name? Derek.
His name
Not
was
20.
Derek Terfali.
Well, that was the name you also saw on the list, so he wasn't like that.
Yeah, but since I too are in Baldur with her.
None of you recognize that one, but he is human. He was the only human people.
All the other ones were elves.
Elves and the one dwarf from Hacklehammer.
Derek come alone.
Yes, you have to go on.
I just
All of them went right straight up to Rick, greeted him, went down around to mingle, talking to different people.
so when Derek was announced and I saw him, I just get it. Baron, Red Baron, maybe. Yeah. Huh? Wait. Maybe. Tell us alone. Okay. Yeah.
Currently talking to Belladora. And you guys are maybe still there around Belladora.
Oh yeah.
So they seem to be old friends, talking lightly.
So yeah, I just want to thank you again, Belladora, for wishing rooms. I hope a room on the third floor comforts you.
Oh, it was no problem. I am traveling alone this time, so I didn't need the large room. No bother at all.
I really appreciate it.
It seems
We've had a
very
long
important.
journey.
Where
So-
did you come from?
Oh, we came from a south place called Akadi.
I've heard of those exotic lands.
Yeah.
Never met someone from there before.
Well, now you have. So, who's your friend here?
This is Derek.
Oh,
He's
Derek.
a noble from Fremantle. We're from the same city. Part of the royal family.
And where exactly is that? Fair from entry? I've never been so far north.
And then he looks at you. You never heard of Fremantle? The capital of the kingdom. It's where the great queen resides.
Well, now I know. And now I probably have to meet the queen sometime.
Yeah. See? Worth meeting.
And then
So, and what is your connection towards Rick Eagleborn?
He's a friend, a patron, good man. I'm at your side.
And why have you become friends? Sorry if I'm asking too much, but I just want to get to know all the people here.
All rich nobles. You know, it happens. For a long time. A good guy. Have you known Rick for long?
Oh, just met him yesterday.
Interesting.
He arrived.
Well, hopefully, I'm friends one day.
Sure. Looking forward to it.
As this is happening, the lady who was next to Rick comes over to Tara.
Well,
She bows back. Right. You do resemble her. Margaret.
Margaret.
Roll a history.
Eight.
You do not recognize it. Don't know, he didn't tell you.
Dwarven Queen?
Gilhammer. Galadhmir Gilhammer. Didn't tell you any of this.
He don't talk here too much. Man of secrets.
You have to say, follow me.
Galadhmir.
I follow.
She goes out of the Great Hall.
Miss
into a-
Eagleborn.
Yes,
Yes.
it's Liv.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Lady.
I've been waiting for your arrival.
Oh, you know I was coming?
At some point, he said you would.
You talked to him lately?
Time now. Over to the hallway. Stops, looks at a painting, and then you see a painting of you. Just regal with a crown on her head.
That's uncanny.
You just you look just
Taking me
like
out
her.
a bit, not gonna lie. Yeah.
She's apparently your grandmother, great grandmother, I believe.
you didn't tell me this.
Royal?
Didn't he tell you anything?
Maybe through some riddles or whatnot.
That is.
So that's why I
He is
can
very-
wield this.
It's a nice weapon. There's something special about it.
Black Kings.
Oh, you recognize him. Your armor too. Picture. As you see Amtar standing right next to Queen Margaret. Did you find this?
Galadhmir. With some help from you know who. I'm just assuming we're talking about the same guy.
Well, he said he would come. He didn't really tell me much of what was supposed to happen afterwards. He did give me this book. I see a book. A elven man on the outside. It looks sort of like the statue. Very tall. This is a book about Torinon's reign. Do you know?
What do I know? That's that you
I don't think you've heard the name before, but give me a history check.
Cold fucking battle. $14.
You do not know the name?
Of course not.
Oh, she fled. Notes. Yeah, to be the king of Navo. Ilian Turvas' nephew. He was one of the greatest kings of Navo. My husband used to be very fond of these historic battles and kings and queens, especially from Maltoronan's reign.
Yeah, it's very fascinating.
Kind of bores me, to be honest.
Cool though.
It's not for me. He talks about it all the time. But this book was interesting, and Sin talked about this book. We discussed the different chapters, but he was very interested in this one chapter here, where I talked about the royal battle of Imantri. Maltoranan played his sister, Bianturva.
Somehow.
Interesting, he was very fixated on the fact that Maltoranan lost his left arm. Battle. Found it interesting that none of the statues or pictures depicted without an arm. So he believed that depicting Maltoranan without an arm would show him powerful, because he was able to defeat his sister despite losing one arm. Conquered the Cairnorn afterwards. Sadly, he perished. Thanks.
What happened to the Galadhmir?
Sure. Ran away from the battle, apparently.
Being a lot of lore
So
into
you
us.
know,
But we don't know.
but you know what predicament Sin has gotten something.
Much, no. Not after you left here half a year ago.
Oh,
But Tara is taking notes.
you guys get more of this?
When you tell us afterwards, you will.
I am taking
Ah,
notes.
please no.
Yes, so Sin wanted me to give you this book.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Believes that the depiction of a hero should be as they were, not as people wish to see them.
I agree. Such a nice lady.
You?
I can see why he's friends with you.
I'm just so baffled by your likeness to the Queen Margaret.
I'm gonna baffle myself.
I'm so interested in why you didn't know the nation.
My parents are not my parents.
Don't know.
I'm adopted.
I know, but I don't know your parents.
We should try to find out the
Do my
history.
parents look like me? Or the...
They resemble you,
Well, okay.
especially your mom.
Oh, it's probably my mom, yeah.
Should probably
Yeah.
party. Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Pleasure. It's nice to finally meet you. We talked so much about you.
Same.
You rejoin the party.
So, Derek, you're also staying on the 4th floor?
Always.
We are over in the east southwest wing.
Yeah, you're in Galadhmir's room, right?
That is.
It's a good room.
That's where southwest is.
It's in the south.
So, yeah, it's over in the southern wing. Where are you staying?
I'm staying, you know where the royal chambers are?
Royal chambers? No.
Oh, you're not privy to that information? I have the door closest to the royal chambers are.
Okay. Well,
In the west wing.
west wing it is. Alright. Yeah, I heard the rooms are pretty small over on that side.
Biggest ones. But yeah.
Oh.
You might be used to bigger things down in the southeast.
I mean, yeah, we keep everything a little bit open, so
You're a humble people.
yeah, and like we're not dividing everything into rooms. We keep everything like open, as many doors.
Servants are sleeping together in the same room as you guys.
Oh, they have their own area, but well, I guess I go mingle with some other folks as well. It was nice meeting the two of you.
Nice meeting you as well. Go, you pass some people talking and you overhear their conversation. It's the from Midgard, the human from Baldior. Man from Baldior says to Loka. I heard about this terrible plague in Midgard. Were you terribly affected by this, or the other one answers, "No, my family was luckily not infected by it." That's very good. So, rumor has it was a green dragon causing this. Any credence to such a rumor? Well, that's the official story. But I was told. And her allies. But apparently the youngest Fori, Von Fori, was the one who led the expedition to slay the dragon. But I say it's all bullshit. Queen's personal alchemist. One time, and none of the people close to the Queen died from this. Notice you sort of walking slowly past them. Hello there.
Hello, I think we have met, have we?
Name is Uterico.
Illidan.
Nice to meet you. Loka. To meet you.
You as well. I just overheard some dragon stuff.
It's an old story from Midgard. About 10 years back.
It's not too old. It's pretty close. Feud in the past.
Yeah. Sad story, really. A lot of people died.
Well, but I assume we've all gathered here to talk about the future.
Definitely.
Future
We're
alliances.
all getting together. And as you're talking with these people, you also see someone walking around. Ferelli and Admira look a little bit at him and it's very familiar. As you're staring at him, he looks at you. Recognition dawns on him. And he looks kind of annoyed and angry.
I know where this is going.
I think I know who this is.
And he goes over to you. Was Master Alden, am I correct?
Illidan. Alder.
Illidan Alder. Good to meet you.
I didn't catch your name.
It's Farrellian. We haven't met before, but you look very familiar. Good to see you. Want to just go and talk a little bit in private?
What is
If you
there?
don't mind.
Do we have anything to talk about?
No, I just want to get to know you better and like to talk alone with people I'm trying to get to know. And as you're looking at him, you do start to recognize him more and more. Recognize him, and his proper name is Pokey. A name from a gang he used to hang with. Your Master Odell.
Where my master goes, I follow. So it doesn't get hurt.
Yeah. We can talk. Where do you lead us?
There's a nice painting down the hallway here. We can go and take a look at it.
Yeah. Always been interested in arts.
And then you head off into the hallway. Pokey says, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
I've risen in station.
I've been working this guy for at least 3 months now. I'm gonna take my prize.
Working which guy? Are we working on the same guy?
Rick. Lord.
I'm not here for Rick.
Fuck are you here for?
I whispered this to him. Well, I'm working the Red Baron.
The Red what?
Red Baron?
Fuck's the Red Baron?
Yeah. That's just... I'm asking myself the same thing.
You know what happened with you? I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry about what Odell did.
How's he doing?
He's good. We're in Hope's End at the moment.
I still don't understand his decision.
Well, you know, you were rising quickly among our ranks, and we didn't care that much about you. Sort of annoying. But we accepted your presence. But Odell, he was afraid of you surpassing him.
Never my intention. I always looked up to him.
Well, he does seem to regret his decision. You could have been great with us.
Has he talked about me?
He mentions you here and there.
I should pay him a visit sometime.
As long as you don't fuck up my operation here, I can bring you to him if you want. I'll stay out of your Red Baron business.
Well, what exactly is your business with Hadwick?
Well, it used me to be a nobleman. he started inviting me to these kind of things. And I'm skimming all of his guests. It's lucrative.
Yeah,
And 50 gold yesterday. Wouldn't.
peanuts.
Does this Red Baron have?
Does the Red Baron have? Well, that is a good question. The reason I'm here. Gives some important information.
Okay. Information can be valuable.
Yes, it
I
can.
usually prefer hard cash.
I do so, but
How's your gambling stuff going?
in profit.
Okay. We should probably get back into the party. Not to keep them guessing too long.
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
So what was again?
Okay.
Yeah, Pokebot is
The
Fake name.
cover. Feralian Admiral.
Feralian we should go.
Indeed. Well done. Go back into the common area.
Learned a lot from this.
Rick goes forward. We've all gotten to know each other a little bit. I think it's time for the main event, the dinner. We have a 7-course meal with a different drink for each meal. Enter the dining area.
These are specific drinks.
It's gonna
I wonder
happen.
where this is gone.
I cast detect poison. I don't.
Yes. So, you will head into the dining area, which is elaborately set up with a lot of candles hanging down from the roof. Crowns. White linen covers on the table. Sit down and it's sort of like a horseshoe setup. Down in different places. Do you spread out or?
Try to get the seat next to the red-haired elf guy.
Follow it.
Is this the random location?
I want to sit as close to Rick as possible.
There's some oils. And you two?
Think?
Hmm?
What do you think? You just sit down?
I don't think we should sit next to them.
No.
We're just picking a location further away from the other guys.
Also, is my servant getting a seat or is he just standing there?
I was just
Everyone
about
gets-
to
gets
ask.
a
Rick takes care of his slaves.
Well, you're okay.
As you say this, you just see Rick. He calms down. Rick looks over all of you. Exactly. And he gets up. Ding ding ding. Dear friends, thank you for coming tonight. The recent uncertainties in the kingdom have caused the absence of some of our friends here tonight. Their presence will be missed, but we will not cower when the going gets tough. Tonight, we have a few new friends. Among us, a few have already met them. The rest should do their utmost to get to know, to learn to be friends with these new guests, as they will be needed. Harder times are ahead, but fear not, as greatness always lies at the end of a difficult road. We will traverse this road together, and we will be mighty because of it. To face the threats of the future, the kingdom must be united. as it once was thousands of years ago, when the armies of Navo were feared across the land. When the king's men were respected and revered in every corner of the world. And friends, that time is now. With my wife at my side, my left hand on my heart, my right hand visible in front of you all, I swear my coin, my armies, and my undying loyalty to Derek Turfiel, also known as the Red Baron, and his just cause. A lot of the other guests start cheering, yelling adorations, and starting to say their own notes. Rick calms them all down.
Are there anyone that looks surprised or displeased?
A lot of people look. Some of the other people look surprised. No one actually looks displeased. But there's a lot of surprise and happiness. But as they all calm down, and I ask all of you to do the same with your left hand on your heart, your right hand visible in front of you. That large sort of crack here. One behind what you now know as the Red Baron. Hand on him. Suddenly another one appears behind Rick. Knife to his throat. Quickly just slits his throat. Perfect time to end tonight's session.
I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! That's Red Wedding! I said it!
Okay. Pick up there in a week's time without this guy because he's taking a vacation with Master Odell. Possibly.
Possibly.
See you all next week.
See ya!
Bye.